Uh, welcome, welcome, my friend.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So I'm live now. It's directly from PlayStation, man. I got my camera and everything. You know, people can see me, and I'm using a PS5 camera. Yeah, I'm not using any fancy, you know, $3 grand PC to do this.
Nah, don't lie. You're on a high-end PC with
Oh,
a
I
high-end
know.
capture card.
I know. You got me, brother. You got me. I know. I can't lie, man. I got to be honest. This new PC, and I don't mean to generalize the PCs, but man, they're really good. You know what's funny about that guy? And I think I even know who it is. Like he knows, man, how many PCs I had. I even recommended Shadow PC to people. He's like, I'm generalizing. All we were saying, me and you, is like, hey, this is more convenient. That's it. That's all. We weren't like, you know. And look, I'm playing this game, Rise of the Ronin, and haven't had one single issue. I bet you if this was on PC, nothing but issues. This driver doesn't work with that. You need to download this patch, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at Dragon's Dogma Nightmare. Look at Dragon's Dogma on PC. What a nightmare, huh?
Yeah. Well, at least on PlayStation 5, the only problem is it
Frame
doesn't run
rate.
60 FPS.
60
Yeah,
F. Yeah, that's it. But they can fix that, patch that up. You know, big deal. You know. Yeah, and they will fix it. They said they will, so I'm not even worried about that. You know. I mean, honestly, and you know, you have a PC. I have a. Yeah, go ahead.
I should let you know that the live stream is
What?
it's working. It's working too good.
Really?
Meaning it's I don't know if you wanted it to like I don't know if you wanted to live stream in 1080p because it's live streaming in 1080p, 60 FPS.
Whoa!
That's what I'm saying. It looks really good.
Wow, man! Look at that.
Even
Yeah,
your camera looks pretty good.
And this is all from actually it's a $4,000 PC, Cameron. Come on. You know, there's no way I can do this from a PlayStation. Not even a chance. Not even a chance, man. Come on. The kind of equipment I would have to buy just to run this like this, forget it. Yeah. Actually, in truth, guys, I'm running this directly from a PlayStation. I got my PlayStation headset on. Got my PlayStation Digital 5 sitting here. Microphone, the whole thing. It's being run directly, party chat, everything. This camera, PlayStation 5, $50. I think I got it for cheaper, $40 I got it. They're cheap on Walmart, on sale. And here it is. Don't need any fancy PC stuff to do this. And you can't do this on Xbox. That's the truth. You can't even live stream from Xbox to YouTube, man. That's how bad it is. You need to download this app, which is like $4 a month, called the Aircast, to do it. Yeah, that's how bad it is, man. And then Phil Spencer wants to tell us that now he's blaming capitalism. You know, this is all capitalism's fault. That's why everything sucks. You know, that's why we can't grow. We have to lay off people. You know, he's like, you know what's funny about him? There's always an excuse, right? It's never like, hey, I screwed up. It's our bad, right? The Redfall, what was that? Redfall?
Yeah,
that was our fault. Yeah. No, he couldn't admit that was their fault. That was his fault. He says, no. It was just the timing and the COVID and all this other stuff, right? You know, another excuse. So he's been just making excuses, and now he says he wants to do a tablet. No, not a tablet, a handheld,
Handheld,
whatever. Yeah, dude, like, where were you in
Don't-
2004, right? When
Don't forget he's
PlayStation-
making the. Don't forget he's got a Xbox Series X, Series or light one coming out soon. The
No,
white
where-
one, you know the white one. It's called the Light, Xbox Light.
No,
Like,
no.
it's
Cameron,
no disk
where,
drive.
where was Phil in 2004 when Sony made a PlayStation Portable with a mini disc? Where was he? Where was he? Where was he in 2016 when PlayStation made PlayStation VR? Where was he?
Yeah.
I don't know. Nowhere. I don't know. Where was he? Look, just for the record, so people know, you have Xbox. I have Xbox.
Yeah.
And we genuinely wanted Xbox to be great, like bring us something great, bring us something good. But in past 3.5 years, these are facts. There's nothing. Absolutely just Starfield was total garbage. I mean, come on. There was nothing. I mean, you tell me, was there anything?
That was a big hit. Starfield, because everybody had high hopes. When I seen the trailer, I was like, well, I don't see what these people are talking about.
Bro, he taught like Todd Howard says, "Ooh, this is going to be a huge game. You can travel through space." No, you can only click A and B, and it's like a fast travel.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
God.
Fast travel.
It was a
They should call it
linear
fast travel.
experience. Yeah. Fast travel linear experience, man. It's what it was, man. And now they're doing Indiana Jones with a first person mode.
Yeah.
You know, I listen. I know people. I could care less. I know people are gonna say we're trashing Xbox. You know why? Because okay, they're gonna say, well, what about the Game Pass?
Because I spent $800 Canadian and I only got to play less than 100 hours worth of enjoyment out of it. And now it's been sitting there with. I bought this nice black cover from Amazon, and it's been covered in it since 2021 May.
Oh my God! Oh shit! You know, it's just. You think maybe Phil Spencer should step down, right? Maybe he should step down.
Well,
Don't you think?
at this point, what could they do? Like, what's the future? Like,
Yeah.
it's like that car brand that nobody wants to buy anymore. You have to like disappear for like 10 years and come back, with a whole new invention, a whole new idea. Like, you remember Hyundai? At one time in the 80s, they went downhill and like everybody forgot about them.
I remember.
And then they came back.
With Genesis.
They came back with the Elantra,
Genesis.
with the
was really
Genesis,
good.
and they came back, and then now they're a pretty good company.
Yeah.
I think Xbox got to do that. They got to allow us to like forget the taste in our mouth.
The comeback. They need a comeback.
Yeah.
But you know what? With Phil Spencer running the show, I don't see the comeback, to be honest with you. All I see is more of the same, We're here to do, give games to everybody. We are the service. We're not focused on the first party too much. We're not in competition with anybody. If you're not in competition with anybody, then what kind of business are you running? It's like, that's what business is about, correct? It's a competition.
Here's the thing though, like what if okay, so I personally think the future for I've been saying this for a long time ago. I think the future for Xbox, it's gonna be like a service. We all know that. They don't need to have a hardware anymore. It's gonna be like Netflix. Think of Xbox as Netflix. They're gonna rebrand their name. It's not gonna be about hardware anymore. No, nothing wrong with that. So you think about it now. There's no need to buy anymore. Like I wouldn't buy any more Xbox product. Like I got a feeling maybe PS5 Pro comes out or down the line.
Yeah. But
What if you see Game Pass on the PS5 as an app?
Thumbs 4K, how you doing?
what's up, Exposure Man? How you doing, man? Long time.
Yeah, playing Helldivers.
Nice.
Helldivers, bro. I've been playing
Yeah,
that
it's so good.
since it came out. But there were so many games for me. That's why I was like, I got Tekken 8, which I finished. No, these are Tekken 8, and then I got Mortal Kombat, and then I had all these other games.
Wow.
Yeah. Helldivers is good only only.
You got a squad? You got a squad?
A good squad, someone you can trust.
It's really fun. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're playing with a bunch of like, you know, whatever,
Yayos?
and yayos, and they leave, and they jump out and they kick you out of the game, it's like, what the hell? Like one guy didn't when I even pick me up, dude. There was like 3 seconds left for him to pick me up. He never even picked me up. You know, they're supposed to rescue you. And
have you watched Starship Troopers? It reminds me a lot of Starship Troopers.
Oh yeah, man. 97 in theaters when it came out, summer of 97, man. Hell yeah, dude. That was the good times, man. That was the times that me and Cameron can tell you. The 90s, man, early 90s. Oh, come on, man. It was the best time, man. The best.
Wasn't alive in the early 90s, sadly.
Yeah, I know, man. Look, look. Me and Cameron, we don't want to, you know, shit on anyone's generation. But I'm just gonna tell you this: we had it better, more simpler and better, man.
I bet.
Better everything.
It's better, man. Now it's like I don't even know what it's all about. Like, it's like I wish that they would tell me like what it's all about. Like what is this generation all about? They're all over the place. Like we're about this,
feelings.
or we were about that, but we're not about this, but we're about that, and we're about that, but not about this, and like. What are you guys all about, man? Just tell me what you're all about, and then I'll be like, okay, this generation stands for this, and that's that. You know, but baby boomers, we know what we stood for, like in the generation before us, but this is like all over the place, man. It's like some kind of bipolar, I don't know.
Yes, we are on PlayStation.
No, we're on the PlayStation.
Stealth Dragon, is that Steven?
Yeah, it's Steven.
Okay.
He can't go with his real name because he's got trolled way too much.
Yeah.
People have been using his fake name. There's a lot of Stevens out there now. I don't know, Steven 3000, Steven 4000.
Alright.
Did you guys hear about that Sweet Baby Ink drama that's been going on? Oh my god.
Which drama?
Like basically, this video game developer, they said, oh, we don't want black people to work in our, white. We don't want white people to, because it creates. I'm like, fuck are you talking about?
What? How does that? How could they even, man? How come they're not canceled already? Like, I think they're already canceled.
I don't know. That's what I thought. I'm like, there has to be like a lawsuit against them. No, there's nothing.
Well, what developers are those? What company is this?
Sweet Baby Ink.
Which one?
Sweet Baby Ink.
I never heard of them though. That's why you know I never heard of them because you know that's just some small company, higgy small company.
So Ed,
No,
what was your pick for 2023? Like, what was your game that you enjoyed the most?
Me? Oh yeah. Man. 2023. Let me see.
And did you agree? Did you agree with the game of the year?
Oh, RoboCop.
Okay.
RoboCop.
Yeah, I saw you playing that a lot.
Yeah. You know, I'm a subjective when it comes to RoboCop.
I think that game was a surprise.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people thought it was just going to be average or mediocre. It was actually pretty good.
No, they done it right. See, they did research, and they were like, let's give people what they want. The fans of RoboCop who were, you know, raised in the 80s, they will understand this. And they designed the game for the fans of the 80s. They didn't really try to aim to convince, you know, this current generation because they have no clue what that movie was, how popular that movie was back then, and especially for us. So they made a movie for the fans of the 80s who loved the movie, and everybody came out and supported the game, and Peter Weller was there in the game, bunch of other actors. So, well, now they're going to do a sequel. Yeah. So I would say RoboCop for me, Road City for sure. Baldur's Gate, I never tried it. I know there's a trial on the PlayStation, but I never tried it.
Is that a mobile game? Baldur's Gate 2?
No.
Okay.
That's not like a AAA game.
It's on all the platforms. Yeah.
It's a...
Yeah, because when I saw the gameplay, it looked like a mobile.
I don't know. You know what? I was gonna try it. You know, because I have this rule.
Yeah.
That you know that if the movie or the game wins Game of the Year or Movie of the Year, I have to watch it or play it. So, but when I seen that game, I was like, I thought the game was gonna be like, you know, like an action adventure. You control the character, you move them around, but it's not. It's a fucking turn-based. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
for this
yeah.
It's a turn-based. And I was like, man, this is 2024. Why are they giving me to play a game that's like a 2001 PlayStation 2 game here?
I'll tell you why that game is so successful. And nobody wants to talk about the elephant in the room, but I'll acknowledge the not the elephant, but Godzilla and the King Kong eating a banana in the room. It's because there's a lot of perversion in that game. A lot of pervert shit going on in that game.
Really? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, dude, that's why it's so popular, man. People have this weird fetish, man. Look, it sells. Look, sex sells. Perverted shit sells. It is what it is, man.
Now I'm gonna go look tonight. Poltergate,
it is what it is. At least I'm being real. Look, at least I'm being real about it. I'm not like bullshit. I'm being real about it.
They're playing the game with one hand.
Guilty pleasure. Okay, guilty. All right, so maybe not pervert. Okay, guilty pleasure. It's a guilty pleasure, and it's fine, you know. I'm choosing to say.
Oh, that's right. That's Jim Ryan. It's last day as CEO today. Did you guys hear?
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
Jim Ryan.
Yeah.
So what's he gonna do now? What's he gonna do now?
They said he was already. Like I heard something about he was like trying to consolidate a lot of parts of Sony.
But why?
Like they let go like a bunch of people from Insomniac. From a bunch of other companies. From like AAA companies.
But what's gonna happen with the Bungie? I know that Sony acquired the Bungie, but what's gonna happen with that?
It seems like Sony doesn't even give a fuck about Bungie anymore.
Yeah.
I think they made a mistake, man.
That money's gone.
I think they made a mistake with Bungie. Like, we should have never, like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's a waste of $3 billion or whatever.
Yeah.
We could have given the PS5 a little bit more horsepower.
You know what? Xbox is just, man. I used to like Phil Spencer. I used to like him. But you know what? Something changed with him, dude. Like, I don't know, he got bigger and, you know, more cockier and whatever, and like my shit doesn't stink, you know, when I take
If you think about it, we know Xbox where it's going now. There was no need to even build a Series X or a Series S. They should have just told everybody, listen, we're just going to focus on an app.
They're going third party.
Game Pass app. Yeah, we're going to start a Game Pass app. You know, we're trying to get it into like LG, Samsung, Sony. It'll be in all of your products. You don't even need to buy a console. I think if they would have told people that in 2020, people would have been okay. They were like, okay, we accept you. But now you're like, you know, you made us these promises. You know, you 13 or 14 teraflops.
You know what's funny? He always have an excuse for everything, and it's like, dude, the excuse was you. You should have just listened to what people want, and you know what people want. You know, you do your research, you know what people want. They want more of this. They don't want more of that. They want this. They don't want that. Like, use the check marks. Okay, this is what they want. Let's just focus on what people want and give them what they want. And guess what? You will have the overnight success and even more bigger success down the road if you listen and give people what they want. Look what happened to Capcom when they don't give people what they want. Yeah. All right, Backlash, right? And they had a great run, and then they screwed it up because, let's do our own thing. Let's be greedy.
The streak had to come to an end.
Yeah, and it didn't have to. It didn't have to.
Yeah.
But because they got greedy and it's like, oh, you know, let's just, they'll probably do it anyway because it's Capcom, right? No, man, you gotta give people what they want, man. You gotta learn this the hard way, I guess.
I think what Exposure was gonna say though, but I don't know if you've seen, but there's a lot of articles even on IGN where it says that Xbox exclusives are planning to be coming on the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, it's already happening. It's already happening. Yeah. You already got Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like now they're talking about like their Halo next one. They're not even talking about making it on the Xbox.
Chief. No. Master Chief's coming.
Yeah,
Master Chief Collection.
Like if they make another Gears of War.
Oh, that's coming. Listen, look, all of those games will be on PlayStation. Master Chief Collection's coming. Forza Horizon's coming. Forza Motorsport is coming. Let me see what else. We already got Sea of Thieves. Starfield for sure. For sure.
You think so?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I don't even want that. I told my buddy, he's like, I don't want that trash.
But it's gonna be there anyway. Don't worry. It's gonna be there.
Yeah.
You know why? Because they're struggling.
They should give that on the PS Plus for free. I don't even want to charge people for that.
What I love about PlayStation games specifically is just the quality level. Like when you play God of War, when you play Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us, the level of detail, the facial expression, it's just out of this world. It's otherworldly. Like,
no, but I mean, like,
comes close to their
Xbox had that. Like the original, like Gears of War games, they were pretty good. It's just they stopped making those type of games, and they didn't. It seems to me like Xbox doesn't really care about action adventure, like those type of games. You know, they care more about FPS games.
But do you know why they're doing this? You know, there's a reason why they're like laying off so many people, like last year, and why they're like putting all these games to be out on the PlayStation and other platforms and Nintendo, because they're struggling, they're hurting, man.
Of course.
I guarantee you, Papa Bill Gates came in and says, "Hey, what are you guys doing? My stock is going down. Someone's gonna get fired. Fix this shit," you know.
This lab-grown meat is not working, bro. We gotta recuperate.
Like, fix this shit, bro. You gotta fix it. And you know, Phil Spencer doesn't look happy, man. Dude, I saw his interview. He looks like I don't know, like he came from a funeral or some shit.
You know what another thing is? Xbox is not creative.
No, they're not. Like,
with games,
I've said for the longest time, the best games you can play on Xbox are all third party, which you can also play on PlayStation. So what's the point of, like, I'm actually honestly so surprised that they're still in business. Like, how have you not fucking went bankrupt? How are they selling like 20 million consoles? That, like, are people not aware of this? Like, are people not aware that PlayStation and their titles are like the best in the
well, let's
industry?
be realistic.
They won so many awards.
Let's be realistic.
You know.
If it wasn't for COVID, the PlayStation would have way more sales than it does now compared. Like you know, like what did they say? Xbox is I mean, they're saying like PlayStation outsold Xbox 2 or 3 to 1. If it wasn't for COVID, that number would be way higher. People just couldn't get PS5s during the COVID, you know?
That's right, yeah.
I mean, they know. Here's the thing.
The Pro is going to come out. The PS5
people know
Pro is
better.
Come out this year.
People know better, man. It's not about that. People know better, man. They know better. This is about, you know, some people out there, you know, they've been supporting Xbox and they have all their friends on Xbox and they clearly they're Xbox fanboys. They have to, you know, support their team. And they'll say whatever they have to say to support the team. Even though they know they're struggling right now, they don't have nothing there. But they have to support their team. You know, even like when your team sucks, and you know your team sucks, but you're still supporting your team because it's your team, you know? Right? So it's kind of the same thing. I understand that. I get that. But I personally don't see any reason for people to run out and buy a Xbox. Unless you have...
It's a waste. Unless you're broke.
Well, let me tell you something.
You can $1 a month for Game Pass.
Like, here's a good example. Like earlier, me and Cameron, we were like testing, you know, PlayStation. We're trying to do something to get the party chat on the OBS, and we're like, we don't have to go to the PC. Let's just do it directly from PlayStation. And here we are, doing it directly from PlayStation.
Yeah, plug and play.
Yeah. You can't do this on Xbox. You can't even stream on the YouTube.
PlayStation and their UI is how seamless it is. Yeah. It's so easy to just go to the store. It's so easy to, like, my games are right in front of me. With Xbox, there's all these different UIs and, you know, sections you have to go to in order to play games. With PS5, it's just so simple, you know, like, it's just, I know where everything is. I don't have to go flip-flop between menus and whatnot.
Here's another trick.
So much more easier and
Here's another trick that people don't even know, and probably even you don't know, overexposure. Even I didn't know until Cameron showed me. When you press on your PlayStation where it says share, you press it, it's going to show up, take the screenshot, right? And on your left side, you're going to see where it says save the recent gameplay. And when you click on save the recent gameplay, You can go and click and say, I want to see the full video and choose where you want to record. Or you can go last. No, go ahead, try right now.
So you can go back and capture up to 1 hour of footage that you never recorded all the time.
Yeah.
My gripe with the Xbox.
Well, too bad. Xbox doesn't have this. Here we go. Yet another reason why you shouldn't buy an Xbox. Here's yet another list on that list, on top of that list, right? Why you shouldn't buy an Xbox.
What Xbox can't do is they don't know how to innovate.
They never, even their consoles, dude. Look at their console. Looks like an ashtray.
The same exact controller, the same exact UI. Like
look
nothing
at
changed.
Look at their console. It looks like an ashtray. It looks like next to the elevator. When you go to the lobby, next to the elevator, there's an ashtray. You know, it's like no, like a trash can. You know, like when you walk in, like go to a doctor's office and there's like an elevator there, and right next to the elevator there's like this trash can and an ashtray on top, and that's what the Xbox is. How long did it take them to figure out how to design the stupid thing? Hey, let's make the square thing that looks like an ashtray, like a trash can, and let's just turn it into an Xbox and put a bunch of stuff in there. Wow, congratulations. Come on. I mean, it's lack of... And it's funny and sad at the same time. They're a huge company, man. Multi-billion-dollar company, right?
You know, as much as I love PlayStation, they're also... I also acknowledge they're not. You know? Like, I've, you know, kind of been on their ass about, like, they haven't really brought that many new creative IPs this generation. Except for Returnal. Which, I mean, Returnal wasn't even that good. But so, Returnal was alright. It was okay at best.
Which one?
Yeah.
For Returnal. But, like, other than that, like, there's no, like, Days Gone level of Horizon or The Last of Us, or, like, nothing that really has had that big of an impact.
Well, they're working on it. They're working on The Last of Us. Yeah.
And we're only halfway.
I think Ragnarok was better than both of those games you said.
Which one?
Well,
I think Ragnarok was better than both of those games you said.
Well, you know, I'm talking about...
And I platinumed both of those games.
Right. I'm talking about, like, new IP. New property.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, even
like,
I was critical
like,
of Sony of that, you know. Even I was critical of that.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for that, like, Last of Us God of War 20.
Yeah, that's the link for the new Xbox, or supposedly the white one. This glitch.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna check that.
Who's gonna want to spend the money when the black one is not selling?
Oh my
I want
god.
PS5 Pro is coming out this year.
That's one of the first.
But overexposure. Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. When you compare, in contrast, when you compare PlayStation to Xbox in past 3 years, I mean, what did Xbox come up with? Just the Game Pass, nothing. I mean,
that was already there.
Yeah, it's already there. I mean, look at this year. Okay, 3 months into this year. All right, let's forget the 3 years. Even though God of War did pretty good, and of course, Horizon Forbidden West also did good, and some other games in between. But look at this beginning of this year, 3 months in advance. Now, we're in March, almost done by the March, April coming up. First 3 months.
Spider-Man 2 was a success.
Yeah.
Oh,
look at this.
But it's not a new IP.
Think about this overexposure. Think about this. First 3 months of 2024. Helldivers 2, huge hit. I mean, it might even compete with Call of Duty in terms of how many
That's
people.
Sony's first, right?
Yeah.
Paid game. Paid
Yeah. Huge success. Huge success. And now you got this, Rise of the Ronin, which I think is success as well. It's going to take a little while, but it's going to be successful once people start getting tired of Dragon's Dogma and, you know, moving into this. So they already had a head start, man. And what did Xbox deliver in first 3 months?
Nothing.
Thank you. I mean,
empty promises.
Yeah. No excuses. Doing a meeting. Oh, we got a business meeting. Oh, we need to make more excuses. Yeah. Come on. I mean, Sony's 27 years. And now
But the
they're bringing
problem is,
PlayStation VR 2 to PC.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. The success of PlayStation Portal. Everybody was saying, "Oh, PlayStation Portal, who needs this garbage?" Blah 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 blah. Look at it. Can't even find one. Sold out. Got to go to some higgy jiggy website to buy it for like 600.
Would you say it's worth it?
Well, Kemi's brother has it, but I haven't heard nothing bad, dude. People saying it's good.
For that thing, it has to depend on your situation. See, for me, I don't see a use for it because when I'm home, there's nobody that's going to occupy my PS5 other than me. So when I want to play the game, the PS5 is always there. I got a basement to myself with a 65-inch TV, so it's not like I'm sharing the TV with somebody else or the PlayStation with somebody else, But like my buddy, Cool, in Tennessee, he got one too. The same day my brother got it. Actually, the day after, because I made a video and I showed him me using it, and he loved it, and he went and he got it. But for him, he's got a wife and he's got some kids, so he doesn't have access to the PlayStation all the time. Sometimes they're using it. So now he can go in the other room and he can play, so he can still play with us.
I see.
Or, and he tells me that where he lives, he has internet in his car, so he can, so break time he can go in his car and he can play it, because he has internet in his car. So anywhere you have Wi-Fi, you can use it. It's not necessarily at home. You can use it anywhere as long as it has Wi-Fi. It'll connect to your PS5.
It's not just that you can, remotely stream the PlayStation stuff. You can also play PlayStation Portal PSP games. You can play Nintendo games.
Yeah.
You can use Shadow
Everything
on
the
there.
PS5
You can do whatever.
you can go to,
You can do. There's so much you can do on that device. That's why people want it. You can mod it, hack it, do whatever you want to do with it. Yeah. That's but that's an extra benefit that you get, obviously.
Yeah.
So what has Xbox done? Xbox doesn't even check this out. Xbox doesn't even have their own handheld device. And it ends right there.
Would you say that the PS5, you guys would buy a PS5 Pro?
Oh, 100%.
I've already bought it in my mind.
No, it's already done. And listen, Cameron knows me. He knows I'm gonna buy. This is like I don't even know why people ask me this question. Like of course. I was like, why you would ask me? Because you already know I'm gonna buy it. I even bought a Slim, dude. I have a Slim. Yeah. So yeah, definitely I'm gonna buy it 100%. I don't care where I buy it from. Even if it's a StockX, so be it. I'm buying it. Doesn't matter, dude. I'm buying it.
But I don't think it'll be sold out.
I hope you're right, man. I really do. But
there's no COVID.
Scalpers.
Nah.
Fuck it. I don't deal with scalpers, man.
He's getting out of hand, dude. But look, I get it, because they got to make money, man. Everybody's got to make money somehow. I mean, I get it, man. Situation is tough economically, I mean, I get it, dude. People got to feed themselves and families, so it's like, I don't want to be too harsh on it, you know what I mean? Because, I understand. I understand situation. I'm not, disconnected like some of those other people out there living in bubbles. I know how tough it is on the streets, in the neighborhoods, and I know it's tough, man.
Listen, if you can't get it, and you're willing to pay the scalper an extra $500 to get it, who am I to judge you? Because you want it.
Yeah,
I just hope you don't end up with a fucking box with a brick inside.
I know. But that's why you go to StockX. All right, well, there you go. You don't want to worry about a cat food, rice and bricks, or a dildos? Guess what? Or a bad little tiny things that come into it.
Yeah.
Listen, go to StockX. StockX, you'll never have to worry about that stuff. I know. I bought 5 things from StockX. One of them was PlayStation, Xbox, and some other stuff, which I'm not going to talk about. But let me tell you, you always get what they tell you that's inside. They check everything. They're never going to sell you something unless it passes the inspection. And why would seller want to do that? Go through all that trouble to have a bad reputation, correct? So StockX, I'm sorry guys, but it's the best. If you don't go to all this higgy-jiggy shit, trust me, you're going to get ripped off. eBay, getting ripped off, 100%. StockX, you're not gonna get ripped off. You're gonna get exactly what's in there. It might take a while, maybe a month and a half, but guess what? You are getting it. You're gonna have it delivered. Yeah, I know, because Cameron, you know, I mean, you in 2020, you know what I've been through, so you know that you can testify on this that I have tried it.
2020.
Yeah.
2020 was a rough year. Oof.
Yes, but guess what? I was able to get PlayStation 5, 2 of them. I was able to get everything, Xbox, Series X, Series S, all of that. And I had no issues with StockX. I did videos. Look, Cameron, you know this. You know, it was 3 years ago. I had the video. Look, videos are there. You guys can go look it up. Go and scroll to 2020. You'll see me unboxing it and everything. That's all there. So I can vouch easily for StockX because of my personal experience. I don't work for them. I'm not endorsed, sponsored by them. But as a personal experience, dude, I never got ripped off. Never. Never, never, never. They check everything, man. They make sure that everything's in there. And I'm speaking from my own personal experience, man. So don't worry about it. Now, eBay, worry nonstop. 24/7, every minute worry.
You can return it if it's fake. But they have a buyer's policy.
And they have a good price. They have biddings, dude. Sometimes the prices go down. You gotta kind of keep an eye on it. It's like a stock market. You gotta watch on the prices. They fluctuate. Sometimes you might get a PS5 Pro for maybe, well, I don't know how much it's gonna be. Let's say it's a 600 or 700. You might be able to get it for like 800 or 900, or maybe 850. You know, so.
And a hand job, 850 and a hand job.
Yeah, but hey, it's better than paying 2,000 on eBay. Okay, for a brick or a dildo. You heard those stories, right? People get dildos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Have you guys played the no return mode in last part 2 and Mastered?
Which one?
No return.
In The Last of Us 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy beat it. He just got 100%.
I need to upgrade, man. It's only $10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They added like a survival mode, like a rogue type of thing where you got to survive. Like God of War.
Yeah, that's what I'm playing right now.
God of War has it too.
Like, I'm playing it right now, dude. The attention to detail. There's detail everywhere.
Well, of course, you know, the power of PlayStation 5, man, rendering that, you know, textures with ray tracing and everything. Like, oh yeah, dude.
Super high. And
it's only $10, dude. That's kind of cool, right? Like, hey, if you already have it, only pay $10.
And that's why PlayStation are the best at their craft.
Well, they learned from the Last of Us Part 1 remake, right? Charging full price and they got a backlash.
Yeah.
So they're like, fuck it.
They charged full price for Resident Evil remake. I honestly don't want to complain about that.
Yeah, but that was a completely different, graphically, the game, you know, like compared to the other one. You know, and the game was completely different. I could see it. But that game goes on sale pretty cheap often.
I have to make a confession. I haven't played a PlayStation exclusive that I didn't like.
Me neither. I like them all.
Yeah.
Mine is the one game, but it just wasn't for me. But Returnal, the only reason I didn't like Returnal, Cameron, and Exposure.
I haven't played it yet.
But that's because I'm not into like rogue type games, as you know that. You know, I'm not into like Demon Souls and that kind of stuff. That's the only reason. But I'm willing to give Elden Ring a try this summer with that DLC. I'm willing to get back into it, man. I'm willing to get back into it. I am. I'm gonna get back into it.
I'm starting my eighth playthrough on June.
Your 8th playthrough?
Yeah, Journey 7.
Oh my goodness.
But it's technically 8th playthrough.
I think I'm ready this summer, man. I think I'm at that level where I'm accepting the rogue type like games. I'm accepting it for what they are. I think I'm ready this summer, man. I'm even ready for Returnal, man. At some point.
Returnal again?
Yeah. I'm ready, man.
Returnal. Yeah.
And listen, I'm on my blood pressure pills, so it should be okay. Shouldn't be a problem. I should be all right with my blood pressure pills. It works, man. Say what you want to say about those pills, man. It works, man. It goes like if your blood pressure is 170, this shit drops it down to like 107, 57 and 57, 48. It really lowers it down, man, like way down. You know.
Yeah, like you know what? When I was talking with my buddy Jeremy about this.
Yeah.
Is that like Rise of the Ronin? You can change the difficulty, right?
Uh huh.
So you can put it from like story, medium and hard difficulty, right? Whereas like Nioh and Elden Ring, you can't do that. It's just one difficulty for everybody, the same for everybody. So what happens, I notice, is that for example, like if you spend $100 or like $80 American, and you buy a game like Elden Ring, and then now you can't even beat the fucking first boss, and you're trying forever to the point now you get frustrated, and you can't do it, and you give up on the game. So technically, you've wasted your $80, and the developers, they don't want that. They want everybody to enjoy their game, and their game can only be enjoyed by exploring it and seeing all of the bosses, the story, and eventually beating the game. That's when you appreciate the game. But obviously, if you're dying on the first boss, you don't. It's not going to happen. So the fact
and that's why
the fact that they added a difficulty mode in Rise of the Ronin, instead of just making it a pure, instead of making it like a pure Souls game where there's no difficulty, it's just one extremely hard difficulty, that would turn away a lot of people. So I think it's a good direction where they have
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because this brings me back to the subject of the night. Dragon's Dogma. When you look at Dragon's Dogma and how limited you are, and you look at Rise of the Ronin and the amount of options you have, I'm all about the options, man. And I love when developers give you the options. And this is why I love this game, man.
Like if somebody, like that same guy who's playing Elden Ring and he can't beat the first guy, no matter what he does, and he gives up on the game and he wastes now his $80. Let's say the game had a microtransaction or an option, where he could lower the difficulty of the game now. Now that's not gonna fucking bother you, because he's playing the game by himself.
Exactly.
He bought the game. He's playing the story mode. So now he's able to beat. Hold on. Yeah, now he's able to beat that first boss, move on in the game, explore, enjoy the game, and what happens now is he gets his money worth. In that situation, I could see the microtransaction, because at the end of the day, everybody wants to get their money's worth.
That's why I want Elden Ring to have difficulty options.
I love variety of options, man. I'm all about. Listen, I always tell people, give me options. Just like when you buy a television, you got all these options, even if you don't want to use it. The fact that they're there, I love that.
Yeah.
Me too.
And Dragon's Dogma failed on that. They made a world where everything's super expensive, and you're like a bum, unemployed, working around.
You know what they're doing? To me, what it seems like they're doing is they're testing. Okay, I'll give you an example and tell me if you think I'm wrong.
Okay.
Okay. So, if you buy a fucking new iPhone, I'm talking like iPhones like iPhone 15 or like a Samsung S24 Ultra, they don't even give you a fucking charger anymore. Okay? There's no charger. They expect you to already have one. Okay? And you're spending, $1,500, $2,000. No, it's like $2,000 over here after tax for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, right? So you're spending $2,000 after taxes, and you don't even have a charger, right? And these phones, they have like the super fast charge capabilities. So you want that good charger. So you're thinking in your head, I'm spending $2,000. They're not even including that. So we have accepted this, and now everybody's buying these phones, and they don't care that they're not getting a charger. So when you talk about Dragon Dogma, I think about that, about the game. They're like, okay, you know what? let's take away the save file. Who wants a save file? Nobody wants it. Let's take away fast travel. Fuck it. They didn't want the file. If they want it, they're gonna pay for it. So what these companies are probably doing is they're testing what's the least we can give them that they're used to, and if they want it, we'll have an option where they're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, but they're gambling big time.
Yeah.
You know,
but what's gonna happen? Like I told you, what's gonna happen is gamers, just like people who buy the phones, are gonna say "fuck me in the ass" without kissing me. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Look, it's like, I like to be kissed before I get, fucked.
Yeah. They're gonna be like, it's okay, I don't even. They're like, it's okay, I don't even use a save anywhere. I just turn my PlayStation in rest mode. It's good enough. I don't need a save. Who needs a save? Saves for losers.
I would like to know who are these, like, there's got to be like a round table, right, of all the executives and all of the creative directors, blah, 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 sitting in the Capcom's offices in Tokyo, right? And they're sitting in those big round tables, and I would like to know, who are these individuals making these decisions? Yeah, they don't need that. Yeah, let's make everything expensive. Yeah, let's charge them a $10,000 to just to change the beard appearance, or change the eye color.
Fucking.
I mean,
they've essentially made the in-game way to get it so impossible or so much of a grind that it turns you off the game that you just like, fuck it, let me just buy it, because if I don't buy it, I'm not gonna play this game anymore.
Well, the whole game it's set up. The whole game it's set up to force you to buy microtransactions. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. That's why everything's so difficult and expensive, because they know people are gonna lose frustration and time.
It's just so strange to me.
Oh no, they're greedy.
Yeah,
they're greedy, Oh, they're greedy. They're like, hey man,
like.
Greed is not good sometimes.
And sympathy for your player.
No.
Do they feel no sympathy?
I mean, look at the sympathy. Look at the sympathy that Phil Spencer has for his players.
Look
at the sympathy he has. No, you don't need a VR to play Halo in VR. You don't need VR for Forza Motorsport and Microsoft Flight Simulator and Sea of Thieves. No, you don't need VR. Come on, we'll let PlayStation worry about that when we put it on there. Thank you.
I still think that Microsoft are one of the latest developers, publishers ever.
Look, here's the problem. They're out of touch with gamers. They're not in touch with gamers and
They've
what we
been out
want.
of touch for the past 20 years.
Yeah. So this is exactly why they're not going anywhere. They're stuck in limbo because they're not listening to what we want. That's not how your company. And he keeps saying about, oh, we can't grow. Yeah, because you're not listening to your fan base. And now he's blaming it. Says it's a capitalism fault. That's why we can't grow.
Capitalism?
Yeah, he says not.
What kind of fucking excuse is that?
No,
capitalism up my fucking ass. That's what.
I saw it today. I kid you not, man. I checked my Microsoft Start. When you click with Microsoft Start on the Microsoft Edge web browser, and there's all these headlines, right? Headlines and news, and that was the first thing that popped. Go look it up. You'll see it. Type in Phil Spencer blaming capitalism. No, you'll see it. Go check it out right now. I mean, he's running out of excuses, man. What else is going to blame? I don't know. No, it's a Mr. 4K's fault. That's why he's bad-mouthing Xbox. That's what this is about. Oh God. Well, ask yourself this question: why Team Ninja didn't make this game for Xbox, and they made it for Sony? I mean,
is Nio on Xbox?
Yes.
Okay.
But this is not.
Who knows?
But this is not.
Maybe that just goes to show you Sony's making moves.
Yep. There you go.
They're like, we know who people want.
And you know what's really sad about this whole thing? It doesn't take a Oppenheimer or a physicist or a brain surgeon or heart surgeon to figure this out. It's really simple, man. It's like it's right there in front of you. People telling you, "Hey, we don't want this. We want this." Give us what we want, and you'll have your success. I mean, I don't know how else to say it, right? Give us what we want, and you'll have your success. But if you don't give people what they want, common sense, man, you're not going to last too long in that business, right? I mean, look at Stadia. Look at Stadia. I've been preaching this since it came out, and no, everybody got on my case, attacking me, this and that.
I've seen developers at companies online just express so much hatred about the industry and where it's going now.
But they got themselves to blame.
No,
yeah.
It's not. It's so tough because I'm not a video game. I don't know what's the process of creating a game, the pipeline, what it looks like, how long the development of the game takes to make. So I really don't have that much insight.
Well, okay. Let me give you one example. I didn't mean to cut you off, but let me give you one example. All right, here we go. Rocksteady, right? I'm glad you're mentioning this, and this is where I say it is developers' fault, and I'll be the first one to say it. Look at Rocksteady. Rocksteady had a great run with all the Arkham games, Batman games, right? And they know what works. They know what works in the past 10 years, 12 years, how many years they've been doing it, and they know what doesn't work, right? But they let the Warner Brothers dictate to them what should be in there because of this woke shit, right? We want some woke characters in there. We want this bullshit, put it in there, right? Nobody asked for Suicide Squad. Nobody asked to humiliate Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman, all these other characters. Yeah. So Rocksteady should have known. Rocksteady should have grown some balls in the dick and say, "Hey, Warner Brothers, we're not doing this. Find someone else." But they settled down for the money, whatever they gave him, and now they're losing money.
I just feel like developers, like you said, they're out of touch with what gaming is truly.
No. You know what it is? I think I figured it out. It's not that they're out of touch. They know. They read the Twitter. They have internet. They can see what people are saying. I'm sure when at night they're probably watching this live stream too, or they're sitting on the toilet, whatever, taking a shit, whatever it might be. Okay, well, maybe their me time, quiet time, whatever, and they're scrolling through YouTube channels. And they know the feedback. They know the feedback. They know what people want, what people like and dislike. You know what this is about? Let's roll the dice and let's hope by some blind hope that they're going to buy into this and they're going to make money. Because it's all about the money for them nowadays. When it comes to these developers, they're just looking how to make money.
They're too business savvy. You need to be more creative, artistic. You need to be more artistic.
That's what's missing. That's what's missing. This is exactly what's missing with video gaming industry. And this is what I've been preaching in the past a year, 2 years, 3 years. And Cameron knows this. There's a passion that's not there anymore. Passion for gaming. I want to create something original, right? I don't want to copy.
And that's what PlayStation has done all these years.
Exactly.
Is creating The Last of Us, God of War, passionate games, passionate developers that love what they do.
And that's what we want. We want to see originality.
That was so beautiful and touching. That's moved me to tears. When I played The Last of Us, when I was going on that journey, going across country.
Okay, even this game. Even this game.
I cried so many times. And you could just tell the passion that was there.
Even this
with
game.
Neil Druckmann and Nizag. It's just
even this game, Rise of the Ronin. There's originality. It's set in 1860s, Japan, during the time where Japan accepted the trade between Western countries, right, and Japan, and there was, separation between Japanese people. You got shoguns who actually didn't want that, and get the other ones who wanted that. So there was a separation between two, kind of like two parties in Japan. What they didn't want that, and you know, so it's nice to see an original game like this that focuses on the real events that happened in 1860s. You know, where you had one group of you know, party of Japanese people. They wanted to keep that samurai tradition. They wanted to keep that tradition of their imperial Edo, you know, leader, to keep that spirit of culture that Japan is known for. But there was the other side of Japan. They were like, no, we want to get westernized. We want to get, you know, trades.
Last samurai style.
Yeah. So I loved, and even that new TV show Shogun. It's on Hulu, right?
I haven't watched it.
Oh, you gotta watch it. So, the fact that this game is so true to that time period and it's original, to me that's a huge bonus, man.
It's a PlayStation exclusive.
Thank you. Everybody who's watching needs to understand that. I need to
who's on the live stream?
10 people, I think.
What I noticed before, kid, is the most passionate games are PlayStations. Those are the most passionate, most creatively artistic.
Well,
like you know, I like Kojima, Death Stranding. That's totally unique and artistic.
I'm gonna take you back before you were born.
What else? Metal Gear.
No. I'm gonna take you back.
You know, like.
You don't have to go back that far for him.
I'm gonna have to go back to 1998, man. Parasite Eve, Silent Hill, Resident Evil, dude. Let me see, Twisted Metal. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, Dino Crisis. I mean, we can go on and on and on.
Oh man.
I guess Metal Gear 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure.
I can't wait for a remake.
Coming.
Metal Gear
Delta is coming this year.
I can't wait for it.
Yeah. David Hayter says it's good, and I trust him. So yeah. But he can't talk too much about it because of the NDA agreement. You know.
Okay, that's right.
Probably September, October. We'll find out in June. Probably September, October, around there somewhere. Yeah. And Wolverine.
Oh, yes.
Coming this year. Yeah.
This year.
That's gonna be good, man.
Insomniac.
Oh, so there you go. You said there's no original IP, dude. Well, I know it's Marvel, but there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And you know,
come on.
I can't wait to see Druckmann's new game.
Oh, The Last of Us Part 3. Last of Us Part 3 is gonna be
a new IP. That's gonna be a new IP. He confirmed it on Twitter. I follow him on Twitter.
I think he should do a horror. I think he should do a horror, man.
That would be cool. Like a supernatural.
Yeah, supernatural horror or something like a poltergeist or something like that.
Yeah, but he lies a lot. I noticed to his fans, unfortunately.
I think he's more about knowing Neil Druckmann. He's all about the character development and a story. So I think we're probably going to see more of a character development that might be set in a horror world, but well, yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever. Listen, whatever Neil Druckmann makes, I'm looking forward to it. There's no question about that.
Yeah, he's got a good track record.
Yeah, big time, good, great track record. Not just a good one, but a great one. Don't forget,
he's created
Uncharted,
one of the
dude.
best games in the industry.
Uncharted, dude. Don't forget Uncharted.
Yeah.
Hello.
Right.
Yeah. And now he's like the CEO, right? Or the right hand, CEO of the Naughty Dog.
It's cool, but like his evolution is insane.
Yeah.
Like how he started at Naughty Dog, how he's CEO.
And plus
he into the industry like that.
he loves Pearl Jam. I love Pearl Jam. He likes Audio Slave. I like Audio Slave. So it's kind of like, all right, man, we're all good. You know the band.
And he's up there in
Seattle,
Canada right now.
I thought
season 2.
I thought he lived in Seattle.
He lives in LA.
Oh, in LA. All right.
He's up in Canada right now. Filming season 2.
Oh yeah, they're filming Last of Us, right? Part 2. What better place,
dude?
What better place? What better place than British Columbia, right? Or Alberta to film it?
That'd be a good place.
That's where I would film it, man. If I'm gonna film anything, that's like have you guys heard about this movie called Civil War? It's supposed to be coming out pretty soon.
No.
It's like it's a very controversial movie. It's about the Civil War that happens in America, right? Between you know, like I guess red versus blue, whatever, or something like that.
How can it be controversial if it's history, though? People get offended about history.
No. It's like a modern Civil War, like.
Oh, okay.
That happens like today, like, you know.
Okay.
And that girl from Spider-Man was in it.
Okay, with the black hair, that girl? The girl? Oh, no, Spider-Man or the fucking Madame Web? Which
no. The 2001 Sam Raimi Spider-Man. What's her name? Kirsten,
Nunn?
Yeah, Kirsten Nunn or Dunn.
Kirsten Dunn.
Yeah, Kirsten Dunn. Yeah.
Like the shit.
Yeah, Dunn. I don't know, man. I heard the movie's supposed to be good, but some people say it's not realistic. Well,
which one?
The Civil War.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Did you guys? I did see Roadhouse. Did you see Roadhouse?
No.
How come you didn't see Roadhouse, me boy? What's the matter with you, boy?
He's gonna be more. He's gonna make more.
More
movies.
So, my favorite movie series of all time, John Wick. I love John Wick.
Oh, I love John Wick, man. I could do John Wick all the
man. Dude, I would kiss Keanu.
Well, I'm right here. What are you waiting?
I'm right here.
What are you waiting for?
Keanu, is that you?
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. You can kiss me right now. Don't make me wait. Come on. Don't make me bring out the pencils, man. Right now, you can kiss me. Come on.
I'm going to need it done.
Yeah, I've been asked that question before, and I'm telling you right now. You better kiss me, or I'll bring out the pencils. You see this guy? He's gonna get a big pencil right now.
They're making a John Wick game, you know that? AAA.
Well, Ballerina.
With Keanu.
You mean like a porn movie? Oh no, I mean like.
Gosh, are we going there?
I mean, I'm sure there's a John Wick porn movie somewhere out there. I'm pretty sure.
A game. There's going to be a game.
Oh, a game called.
Lionsgate confirmed it.
A video game.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Really?
Like a big budget John Wick. Yeah.
Well, that doesn't.
It's very early in development.
Well, that doesn't surprise me though. I'm pretty sure there will be.
They better get Keanu, dude.
Look, he's already done Cyberpunk, so I don't see a reason why he wouldn't do John Wick. You know, sure, I can see it happening. They can bring the entire cast. They'll do it. Sure, it could tie in nicely with the movie, right? With all the movies.
Keanu's my favorite actor.
Yeah.
He is.
I want to see this Ballerina, man. It's supposed to be coming out next year. It's a spin-off John Wick movie.
With Keanu, right?
Yeah, it's between Chapter 3 and Chapter 4. And that chick, Ana de Armas, is in it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that.
Yeah, that's next year. Did you see Chapter 4?
I saw it in the IMAX.
Oh, okay. So you know what happens, right? You know, well, supposedly he dies.
Yeah, but
What in the new one?
it was gonna
Oh,
be
you didn't see
the
it. Oh
final
shit! Did you
chapter.
see it?
No, I seen it. I
Oh.
don't remember him dying. Did you see it?
Yeah, no, he didn't
At the
die. He
end.
didn't die.
I don't remember him dying.
I don't think he died either, though. Yeah, he just went to bed.
No.
That's it. Says, take me home. That was an empty casket in the grave. Yeah, Nah, I mean, he can die, man. Come on. That was like a... He'll come back, man. He'll just take that bullet out and, you know, patch himself up and move on. That's it.
Okay, what about 007, man? Is they ever bringing him back?
Oh, I think they're going to have to, though, because they can find nobody else to play Rogue Bond. They can't find nobody. Well, I mean, they totally screwed themselves over, man. Barbara Broccoli totally screwed herself over with No Time to Die, man, with that ending. I mean, what the... And see, this is what I'm saying. Like, what made them think that this is going to work? That people are going to be okay with it? Like...
I don't want to say, but...
I know.
Yeah. I was going to say Bud Light.
I know.
Same idea.
Listen, Bond cannot die. Batman, Superman, these guys, Robocops, they don't die, man.
Ooh.
They live forever, man.
Oh my god.
That's it.
Look at these textures.
Nobody...
The last was about to remastered. Why?
Nobody can die in these movies. I mean, think about it. Batman dying, Superman dying. I didn't even like the fact that Wolverine died. Like, what the fuck, you know? I understand why he had to die, but yeah. Even John Wick, like, dude, I don't want you. That's some pussy ass thing. Like, you're gonna die with some blonde haired guy with the blue eyes and speaking in a broken French accent. Like, get out of here, man. No, you can't go like that. That's bullshit. Yeah, I'm sorry, you know. He needs to kill himself. Like, you know, if okay, this is how John Wick dies. He do it himself. Takes some pills or something, and then he goes, or whatever. Like, no one else has a permission to kill him. Like you can't. Like, he's a very like a, you know what I mean, like a valuable character. Look, if Conor McGregor Dexton character came out of the hospital and he's still alive, then John Wick is alive too, all right? We can't, no double standard.
Papa boy, I'm still alive, boy.
So that's it. John Wick is alive. I want to see chapter 5. End of story. That's it. He didn't
Chapter 5
die.
is probably going to be the final chapter.
Probably. But that's good enough, man. 5 chapters, man. Come on. Right, I think that's good enough, right? Right, it's good enough, right?
Oh,
5, it's more than enough, you know. Yeah. But we're gonna have to watch shows. They're gonna work on TV shows. Oh.
But it's going to be without Keanu.
It's not gonna be the same. They're gonna find some dork, some woke dork, and
What if they hire Connor? Hey, you're not gonna be the new John Wick, boy.
I would love it. I would.
Irish Wick.
Proper 12, boy. Proper 12 bottles, man. I'll smash you across that head, boy, with a proper 12. I would watch it, man. I was like, fuck yeah.
Where the fuck's everybody?
And the way he was walking, man, like some leprechaun on steroids. Yeah, guys are having a smashing time here. Hey, Jake. Hey, boy. Dalton, where are you? It's about damn fucking time, Dalton. Come on. You know what? They should have had more scenes with him, though. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
I know.
To be honest with you, I think The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is the best of the game of my life. It's just...
Well, you know what? The Last of Us was good, even without the remaster, man, to be honest with you. When it came out in 2020.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it was
just
just a
so much
great
more
game.
richer and more realistic.
Yeah.
But mission accomplished.
It's truthfully, like,
Yeah.
it's just fantastic.
You've given me exactly
How many
what
John
I
Wicks they're gonna make?
wanted. There might have been a shade more bloodshed than I hoped.
as many as Lion Gates, as much as people are, but here's the problem. This is why I want the chapter 5 to be the final chapter, and I'll hear me out.
You want them to move on. Yeah.
No. We got to learn from the mistakes that Fast and Furious made. You got to be careful, man, not to go into these like milking a cow.
Yeah, fucking, yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Exactly. You wash out your series. You wash.
Yeah. They should have stopped with a Fast 5. I mean, that's it, and move on. A Fast 6, and that's it. But so my message is this: if Chapter 5 it's done well, and he gets an honorable death, and he gets his freedom, and they honor him properly, all right, Chapter 5 is done. 5 chapters, all good, right? But if they start milking it, I don't even think Keanu's going to be on board. He's going to say, "Oh man, I don't want to be part of this milking," you know.
So.
Okay, what if they give him a baby?
So.
He gets a baby in number 5, and they call the baby Baba Yaga. And they're like, "This is how we. This is the way. This is the way to continue it."
You know what? It wouldn't surprise me though. Look.
Yeah, like he has a baby with the with the fucking ballerina.
Hey, listen.
And they were like, "Baba Yaga."
You know what? With the success of Roadhouse and how like ridiculous the movie is, I wouldn't be surprised. People gonna watch anything these days, man. You know.
Oh yeah.
People gonna listen. We live in different times, bro, where people have different fetishes. You know, it's not like, you know. You see, me and you are thinking like 80s and 90s, Cameron, right? But we gotta like adapt to this new era of this new thinking, you know, of this new fetish, a variety of different fetishes are out there. So there might be a John Wick Chapter 10, you know, for like 2038.
Oh God, no, please.
This holiday season. This holiday season. And Keanu is what, 70 years old or something?
60.
He's gonna be 60 this September, man. Believe that? Wow.
Oh yeah, he looks amazing.
He looks so young.
Yeah.
He looks so youthful.
Keanu, man, that guy's been through so much in his life.
I saw a video where he was on a train, and just like he was normal, treated real. And this guy's insanely wealthy, and he offers his shirt to this lady, and he'll go out, you know.
He never gets angry,
like,
bro. Check this
super
out.
chill, mellow guy that can just like blend through crowds.
Think
It's
about
insane.
this. Think about
The
this.
nicest guy in Hollywood.
Think about this. Legitimately, Keanu Reeves, and this coming from stunt coordinators, from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, from, you know, the armory, close quarters firearms and all that. Everybody says the knowledge that he has in past 10 years, 15, 20 years, you know, using the weapons and CQC, knife fights, learning all these techniques and Taekwondo and Jiu-Jitsu, right, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. This guy legitimately could kill you, like in the bar.
Holy shit.
But he's the nicest.
and
But
you
he's
know-
the nicest fucking guy. He's the nicest guy ever.
Not only that, but he's also in a band. He rides motorcycle.
Dog
He
Star,
plays
yeah.
guitar.
Dog Star, yeah. Arch
This guy,
motorcycle,
dude,
yeah.
He's in a band. he likes to
But
rides motorcycle.
here's a
Really
fun
the most
fact.
badass. He's just so badass. So
Yeah, but
cool.
here's the fun fact. He never gets angry, dude. But he could whoop your ass.
An
Like,
awesome guy.
legitimately, he
Yeah,
could,
yeah,
like,
he could.
like, I wouldn't want to fuck with Keanu, let's just put it that way. Unless I have a death wish. I mean, he could legitimately fucking kill you. Like, if
He
you
won't
wanted.
want to, though.
Yeah, if you
He's
wanted
one
to.
of the nicest
Like,
guys.
yeah. But he's the nicest guy and never gets angry. Like, even when somebody crashed into his motorcycle, says, "Don't worry about it. Do you need me to help you out with your damage?" Like he doesn't care that his car is damaged or that his house is damaged. Like, he says, "Are you okay? Can I help you?" Right? And
He's a
people
nice
are like,
guy,
"What?"
man.
It's like a walking Jesus, bro. I mean, really. I mean,
And
yes.
that's why he's my favorite actor.
and yes, he's
Like-
Canadian. I'm sorry, all my American friends, but he's a Canadian. Jesus is Canadian, I guess. From Toronto. Hold on, Toronto.
Wow.
Toronto.
Actually, he's exactly from my area, Scarborough.
There you go.
Really?
Toronto. Yeah. Which high school did he go to there? Do you know, Cameron?
Oh, that I don't know.
But yeah, he was raised there. Lived
Kiefer,
there.
fucking Kiefer's from here too, from my exact area too.
Kiefer Sutherland?
Kiefer Sutherland?
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, man, Canada wins, bro. It is what it is. And guess what? Trudeau's going to win, too. Hey, what are the chances of Trudeau? Come on, let's be honest. Trudeau's going to win it. Trudeau's going to win. Come on, man. You know it.
Actually, no, I don't think he's going to win.
Really?
He's big time behind.
Really?
It's going to be Pierre.
Oh, he's good, man. That guy goes straight for the jugular. I saw that guy.
The same way you guys have like a high probability that Trump's going to win, that's the same thing here for our guy, Pierre Poilievre.
Pierre, yeah, he's tough, man. That guy's tough. He goes straight for the jugular, man. I've seen him.
Who you voting for? Who you voting for?
I don't know, man. It's just
You're fucked either way. It's just which way you want to get fucked.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stay home. But when I'm finished masturbating, I got something to show for it at the end of the day. I really, man, I can't, dude. It's just like...
See, nowadays in 2024, you can't talk about politics without being controversial, because it is controversial, everything about politics.
Yeah.
It's no longer about just taxes. You know, it's a lot... You know, in the old days, it was just about taxes and, you know, who is going to make your life better financially, you know? Now it's more than that.
But, you know, it's not just about that. People are worried, like, there's this thing. People are worried, hey, does my vote count? People are starting to ask questions, like, is my vote counting?
Yeah.
You know,
it's worrisome.
You know, people are worrying about that stuff, you know. But, you know, here's the thing, man. I personally think that, you know, they already know who's going to be in there, who's going to be in the office. I think there's, I don't want to go into conspiracies, but I think they already know in advance, man. There's powers to be, bro. And these powers to be, like that Boeing guy, just disappears, you know. He opened his mouth and you don't see him no more. There's powers to be, man. They're just... How about that guy in Canada that made that video where he saw this big, giant figure walking, it was like size of a Statue of Liberty, walking on top of the mountain, and then he's dead. You don't see him no more. Dude, there's some powers to be out there, bro, and it's fucking scary, dude. You know, some legitimate scary shit out there, like, you know, shadowy figures, like the ones we don't know about, you know what I mean? Like that kind of
scary.
shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's totally scary. Now, I could be wrong. I mean, shit, I could be just, you know, fantasizing about some shit. But, man, you look at some of the shit that happens, you're like, I don't know, man.
Not so far off.
Not so far off, dude. Not so far off. I used to think like that. Right? Back in the 80s, now it's just movies and bullshit, right? You know, it's a fantasy world, but man, here we are, 2024, man. Fiction turned into reality. You know?
2023. Not 2024.
If you were born, exposure, if you were born like in 1979 or 1978, I think you would have realized, dude, you would have realized just like how fucked up everything is right now. You would have realized like, holy shit, dude. Like,
yeah, you'd be like, where the fuck did the freedom go?
Yeah, what the fuck's going on here, dude? I mean, it's bizarre. It's like, talk about the Twilight Zone, dude. Holy shit.
I was born late 90s.
Of course.
Oh yeah, so you're like, you started growing up like, you know, really like getting a taste of life in like early 2000s, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like the early 2000s, so.
No, they were good.
Hey, I'll be back in a bit. I gotta go do something. I'll be back in a little bit.
Not a problem. Go ahead, Cameron.
Okay.
Yeah.
The early 2000s era. It was pretty...
Only strengthens my resolve.
The way I look at it,
nice.
it's like, look, I have to adapt to this new generation. You know, it is what it is. That's the way it is. Like, you know, I had these conversations with other people, and we all agree. I agree that, look, even though I miss 80s, I miss 90s. There's no question about that. But I also have to be, you know, realistic. I have to keep it real. Hey, this is a new generation. I'm part of now living in this new generation that has new way of doing things, It's a new culture.
Like, I'm so, as a Middle Eastern myself,
Mm-hmm.
I was born in Kuwait. And, my father left in 1991 because there was a war.
Oh,
And
I
he went to go to college. I don't know if you heard about the invasion of Kuwait in
Oh,
1991.
yeah. That's when we went there. Bush Senior, right? When the Kuwait War. Yeah, I remember it. Yeah. But
So yeah, he and my family fled, and they went back to America, started a business and everything. And it's been tough because all my family lives in Kuwait, and I so rarely go visit them because it's
dangerous,
so
right?
rough right now. It's dangerous, and especially like everything that's going on, Israel Palestine war,
Yeah.
the atrocities that are being committed. It's just it's not the best time.
Now
I want
actually,
to really with all my heart.
let me tell you, right now
I
it's
want
not
to go.
now is the most dangerous time to travel, bro. I mean, right now, dude, you not want to be traveling anywhere because there's so much crazy shit going on, in the world. They even have the like the advisories out there telling people don't travel to certain countries, don't go to certain places. We live in a very strange time nowadays. It's
We do, yeah.
we do, and then I'm worried for not for me. I'm an old geezer, man. I've been around. I lived a life. I'm worried for like my nephew and nieces. I'm worried for them and kind of future they're gonna have. That's why I'm worried. Like, what kind of future are we going into? There's so much uncertainty. There's so many things.
There is, and
You know,
it's like our society has changed so much in the past 10 years. Like it's mind blowing, and everyone, I'm in college. Everyone here is just like a left wing lunatics. Really, I mean, everyone here is, and I'm like, well, I should listen, man. I'm all about equality. I believe in our people and our nation. I believe in the hope of, and to see what's going on, the protesters, this whole, woke movement. It's getting exhausting, and I'm kind of beginning to work. Where is this going to lead to?
well, it's
What is the end
divisive.
point?
What it is. It's dividing people. See, it's not like uniting. See, that's the issue with a lot of these movements. They're not movements that are like uniting people. They're movements that are dividing people. It's kind of like my shit in the toilet doesn't stink, yours stinks. My dick's bigger than yours. Like, it's like all this, like, the whole thing. It's like I'm right, you're wrong. Instead of people trying to find a compromise to say, hey, how can we all live together to figure out the way to have a better future? There has to be some kind of a common ground that we can all live on to respect each other. The word is respect, right? The key word is respect. How can we live because we have to live together. Where else are we going to go? We're going to go where? Mars?
Of course,
Venus?
no.
No.
We have to learn to coexist.
Yes, we have to learn how to coexist. But the way we learn how to do that is through one word: respect. It's not that difficult. If everybody would respect each other, man, there'd be no limits to what we can achieve. Be no limits to what we can achieve, where we can create better society, safer cities, better world to live in.
There was this message that was stuck with me. Marcus, in Detroit Become Human, said that we should learn to live with each other, equality and peace.
Yeah.
If we can achieve those two simple things, then we're set. But humanity cannot fathom to simply achieve those simple things.
And it shouldn't
inequality.
be, and it shouldn't
Can't
be
have
that,
that.
and it shouldn't be that difficult, honestly.
No.
All it takes is just for people to get off their high horse, get off their ego, and just respect. Look, we don't have to love each other. We don't have to sleep in each other's beds. We just have to respect one another. Kind of like your neighbor. Your neighbor doesn't have to
Yeah.
love you, but you can respect each other. You don't have to agree with everything, but you can respect each other. And that's how you coexist.
For sure, for sure.
It's about respect. And for some reason, I don't know if it's an ego or something within people. It's just like people have a difficult time admitting that, yeah, I know he has his opinions, but I can't listen to his opinions because my opinions are the best opinions. It's kind of like that dick measurement. Like,
Having that mentality,
yeah,
you are being a real selfish outlook on humanity. Like when you have that,
it's
and you don't
ego,
need to work on
honestly.
yourself.
I think this whole thing, it's ego. It's ego what's
Yeah.
driving
I
this
mean,
whole
for
thing.
me, like,
Yeah.
I know I'm not always right, but I have a right to my opinion, right?
Of course.
I know that, right? And that's why I've always kind of held my head low rather
It's
than
kind
high.
of like this here.
Some people hold their heads high,
This
and
how it should
you
work,
need to
right?
learn to lower it.
This how it should work. If people could use the respect recipe, respect. That's how it should work. All right, I hear you on your opinion, and I'm like, I respect your opinion, but I disagree. But thank you for giving me your opinion. Now here's my opinion, and then you hear my opinion and say, I disagree on your opinion, but I respect your opinion. And now, so let's go find a common ground. What can we compromise? All right, you compromise a little bit of that 10% there. I'll compromise 20% over here, and let's find a common ground to make this work.
And that's all it takes.
That's all it takes. Just a little bit of that ego being shredded.
People just refuse to let go of their mindsets, egos, and they just continue to stick with it. They don't want to see. They don't want to understand anyone's views. They think they're always right,
You have not
and they
disappointed.
think that they're
Please continue to look into this.
superior to
Well,
you and your mentalities.
Ego can go many different directions, man.
That's sick, man.
Ego can go in so many different directions. Directions of,
There. See?
for example,
There's no liar.
feeling like a demigod, right?
This is excuse me.
Therefore, my opinion is the best, and therefore I'm the demigod, and
We were able to
whatever I say goes, right? That's it can go in those directions, and that's scary,
Exceed your brothers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to.
I want to live in a world full of peace, and equality, and love, and happy, passionate people that care for one another and strive to continue to make every day like it's full of purpose and feeling like everyone is heard and safe in their environments.
Yes,
That's
my
all I
brother
want
took
to
me the
capture.
ship.
Maybe
And
one
that's
day,
this girl
who
should
knows,
be
right?
told.
Maybe one day, but
Sickness.
in all in
In
all
the afterlife.
yeah. But let's be honest here, honestly. Looking at the history, looking at the history's past, this is part of our DNA, honestly, to be honest with you. And this is something that will never go away as long as there's a human DNA here. I know the DNA changed from time to time here and there, but that essential ingredients of
Fear not.
love, jealousy, hatred, power, control, ego, it's always there. That ingredient, it's always there. I don't know how do you remove that ingredient. Maybe the artificial intelligence and the Neuralink will be able to somehow brainwash the people not to have that anymore. I don't know what's going to happen, but that ingredient has always been there, right? Power, greed, control, right?
Love.
Even in this game, right? You look at
Love
this.
is a very powerful human emotion that can override motivation
Yeah.
and goal.
But love
Okay.
also brings other things, jealousy and hatred, right?
Yeah.
So your ex-girlfriend is pissed off you with someone else, and she's angry. There goes jealousy. There goes hatred, right? So
because she loved you, right?
yeah, and
Love
yeah. So
leads to a plethora of other, a multitude of.
it's kind of like a positive.
It's like a branch. Love is like a branch of different emotions that it can lead to. You know?
No, love is like a positive and negative, right? You know, when you put positive and negative in the batteries, it's kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have one.
You know, it's like when a father loves his daughter, but there's also this other underlying.
No, it's kind of like this. It's really like a battery thing. You need positive and negative because love cannot exist without some kind of anger or hatred. You know, in order for you to love somebody, you got to also hate, right? Because it works in both ways, man. And that's how love is, man. Right? So love, you love someone, right? And when that someone is gone that you love, now you got hate because you're angry. Why is this person gone? What did I do wrong? Right? So love, it's positive and negative, man. Yin and yang, bro. The yin and yang has always been there. And unfortunately, the yin and yang is always going to be there. That's just human DNA, brother. And I don't mean to sound like, negative or,
should there be casualties,
I mean,
we shall become even more
like some kind of negative nanny, but I don't think that will ever change. There's always going to be wars. There's always going to be violence. There's always going to be these sorts of things. As long as there's humans.
Where do you see society in 10 years from now? Like say 2050.
You mean 2030?
Yeah.
I see technology advancing, right? We're going to see a lot of technology advanced. That's definitely going to advance. But as far as the humans, it's going to be the same. My party's better than your party. I look better than you. I swing my dick better than you. My shit doesn't stink. Your shit stinks. It's that will never go away. But technology will advance. That for sure.
Right.
That's what I think. Now, God forbid there's a nuclear war. Well, then that's it. It's over, man. And it's not too far-fetched, to be honest.
It's possible. Yeah.
We're so much closer than you think.
Oh my God, it scares me.
It's not good.
I don't even know. Do you see a World War III happening in our world?
Well, I don't know if you've seen my video a long time ago. It was 2022. I made a video about this guy, Al Bielek, who went to the future. He used to work for Philadelphia Experiment, and apparently he claims that he went to the future to 2130. And
holy shit.
And he says when he woke up at a hospital, because of the radiation burns, because he was traveling through this warp time speed, they were treating him in the hospital. And when he woke up in the hospital, he noticed something different. The windows look different. The television looks different. The instruments look different. And the map of the United States, the map of the world, looks different. It's like, what happened here? And the doctor says, well, there's been a lot of changes in the past, 100 years, or not 100 years, past 70 years, and there's been also a brief nuclear war that happened in 2025 between East and West, but that wasn't the main cause of what changed the world. The main cause was the climate shift that changed it. Various different climate changes that happened throughout our planet. Now, I don't know if the nuclear war has something to do with it. He didn't specifically say it was because of that, because it was a brief nuclear war and a brief nuclear exchange. But the changes that happened throughout the continents of natural disasters, of earthquakes and volcanoes erupting, atmosphere changing, all sorts of different things, flooding, tsunamis, ice capades melting, and so the continent started changing a little bit. They started to get some areas, like a lot of areas got flooded.
So next year it could happen.
Well, according to him,
between East and West. Yeah.
That's what he was told. He was told that there's going to be.
Do you believe him?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if they were using some sort of hallucination, remote viewing, or MK Ultra, or some other ways of hypnotizing him, or did he really go there? But if you look at the current situation, the tension between the NATO and the East, and this guy saying in 2025, a brief nuclear war between East and West, 2025. Looks very plausible. I hope it doesn't happen, but it's very plausible.
You're scaring me, Mr. 4K.
Dude, I'm scared too when I saw that. I said, I hope he's wrong, man. I hope that this guy didn't go to the future. I hope this guy's, wrong about this.
I hope he was on crack.
I hope so too. I hope so. I hope he's wrong, But it's scary, man. Scary shit.
It's very scary.
Yeah. So now, did he go to future or how? But let me tell you something about this guy, Al Bielek. He's very articulate. You know the word articulate, like everything he says.
Yeah.
It's always the same. Like he doesn't change his story, never. And he vividly remembers everything with 100% accuracy, 100% articulate with everything that he says. So that's why it's a little bit.
Do you believe in
what?
Revolution? Android revolution?
Where is that? I mean, Android robot revolution?
Yeah, like a Detroit become human.
Oh, that's going to happen. Oh, that's going to happen, dude.
You think so?
It's already happening. Did you see in NVIDIA? They're already making robots you can buy to do things for you, to vacuum and do other shit.
Jesus.
Oh, that's going to happen. Look, the AI and robots.
It's going to happen.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. 100%. Oh, yeah. Well, that's not even.
Start a revolution.
Well, if AI becomes so powerful where AI says, hey, why do I need humans when I can do everything better than they can do?
That's why we really need to be careful. We need to tread carefully.
No, think about this. This is what Elon Musk was saying. If AI becomes so smart, which it is smart, where it's going to say, hey, I can read people's, with the Neuralink, I can read people's minds, I can read people's thoughts, I can read their heart rate, I can see what's wrong with them, with their internal organs, I can see certain trajectories where they're going to go. I don't need to eat, I don't need to shit, I don't need to sleep, I don't need any sexual desires. So, fuck, I can do what I want to do. I can control all the codes, nuclear codes, this and that, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. So, if you control everything and you got the cards to all the keys, so what's going to stop that AI from not destroying us or removing us? Or sending some kind of a signal to other races out there on different galaxies that doesn't know we exist to come here. Like, dude, there's so many crazy possibilities. So AI is scary. Now, don't get me wrong. This will take time. It's not going to happen in our lifetime. Probably I'm going to be gone. You're still going to be alive, throughout. You might be able to see it. I don't know, when you're in your late 50s or 60s. You might be able to see it.
I'm in my 20s right now.
So probably like in your 70s you'll see it. But I don't think I'll see it. But it's going to happen eventually, dude. That's the end game. That's where it reaches. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and then level whatever. Past level 1000.
I mean, the truth be told, you can't say because you don't know how much time you have left.
That's true.
Neither do I.
That's true. I don't have a crystal ball.
You might live longer than me.
Who knows? You're right. You're absolutely right. But AI, it's
that's
scary.
What's scary.
That's scary. AI, I'm more worried about the AI than I am about the nuclear thing, the nuclear war. Because the nuclear war is like, hey, what's the point? We're all gonna die. Like, fuck that shit, right? Yeah. No one's gonna win, right? So, but the AI, it's like, dude.
Do you believe in the afterlife?
I think there's something after we die. Our spirit goes somewhere.
I think so.
Yeah, it has to be. I'm like 100.
Was there something you wanted?
Well, I don't know what that is, but
Like-
you go somewhere.
Like heaven and hell and stuff like that.
Well,
Or like something different.
I wouldn't go biblical, but I believe there's something. Everyone will interpret it differently. Remember, that's all interpretation of what we think it is. But whatever you want to interpret it, and whatever like you think it might be, if that's what
I've always thought, like when I die,
What is it?
what happens, dude? Nobody knows what happens.
Well, that's the
You turn
beauty.
into-
Doesn't that a beauty? That's great about it, isn't it?
That's the beauty of that.
Right. It's
That's why
also
when I die, I'm not gonna fear. I'm gonna, like, embrace death. Don't fear it.
But that's why you need to live in the
Because-
now, man. You got to live in the now. That's why I keep telling people. People live in tomorrow and the past. Like if you live in the past, you'll be depressed. If you live in tomorrow, you'll be anxious and you'll be full of anxiety because your expectations are too high. If you live in the now, well then you're relaxed, you're calm, you're having good time, you're enjoying yourself, right? So living in the now, to me, is the best time frame you could be.
Japanese value
And
their traditions.
that's honestly the
Fight
best thing you do.
brave
Just live in the
against
now. I
fate.
always tell people, live in the
At
now.
least they will if someone orders them.
Yeah.
And don't worry about
why
the
I'm
future.
targeting
Don't worry about the
powerful
past.
people.
And what's done is
It's the
done.
way to get things
Just
done.
live in the now and
One other thing.
try to make the best of
Japanese
it,
have a
man.
lot of
Enjoy yourself.
curiosity.
Because there's no guarantees tomorrow. I can't guarantee you tomorrow.
Clearly interest you. Am
I don't
right?
have a crystal ball. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, right? Like those people on the bridge. They didn't know that bridge was going to collapse, May they rest in peace, right? In Baltimore.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't know, man.
We talked about that. We
You've
talked
got-
about
you
that
know.
in sociology, my sociology class.
See, that's the thing about life. You don't know, man. You just don't know.
Right.
But that's why you got to live in the now. You can't worry about. And see, people holding the grudges, and that's another thing. I don't understand. People holding grudges, like that's so stupid. How long are you gonna hold the grudges? And what is the point of holding the grudge? That's ego thing, right? Like, oh no, I'll never talk to the guy again. I'll never.
How long till I go?
That's ridiculous. Yes, you're gonna talk to him. It's gonna happen, or her or whatever. But that's why you live in the now, man. You gotta forgive. You gotta move on and live in the now, man. Live like Keanu Reeves, bro. Keanu Reeves
Right.
figured it out. I think if there's one guy that figured it out, it's Keanu. That's why I'm so fascinated by him because he figured something we haven't figured. That small measure of peace, he figured it out. Everybody's looking for that small measure of peace, whatever that is, and only the very few ever find it. And I think he found
And
it.
I read something about Keanu
Uh-huh.
where a homeless man claimed that the Keanu offer his whole welfare to him.
That's
Like, he
true.
wanted to give to
That's true.
because he knew.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow.
No, that's true. It's been
Okay.
it's been fact checked. It's true. Yeah. He also donated a lot of money to charities. He also donated. Well, he made $50 million for Matrix. He
50
gave
million.
he gave that money to all the Matrix crew who worked on the movie. Everybody. He gave that to everyone. He didn't take any
That's a selfless man.
he took maybe like 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, something like that, and that's all he needed to invest into
Just like-
whatever he was
He
investing.
lives in complete happiness. He goes with the flow.
Yeah.
You know?
And even his girlfriend Alexandria, very modest, and they're not like being fancy or celebrity like check me out, look at me, camera,
When I see Keanu, he doesn't have any like fancy clothes.
No.
He just have like a suit and tie.
No, just like this.
That's
like,
it.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something you get like maybe from Kmart, Walmart, simple. And that's what I like about see, to me that's attractive. You know what's not attractive to me? Like all this, fake shit. Look at me uh, driving a Bugatti and got this,
That's unattractive.
Got all this fancy shit, 50 karat gold on my ring. I got this diamond here. It's like all this nonsense, man.
He just lives in, he's just so natural to me. Like his lifestyle, his ways of living, his big dock star. He drives a motorcycle. He learns jiu-jitsu.
Dude, he eats on the street.
He's my role model.
Bro, he sits with his shoes untied with some, whatever, screwed up, torn apart shirt and torn apart jeans, and he's just drinking a Snapper, Snapper, the iced tea drink, Snapple, whatever. And he's drinking that iced tea and eating a hot dog and smoking at the same time, eating a hot dog and drinking.
This guy, he's insanely wealthy, dude.
You know how much he's worth?
He's like one of the most top stars in Hollywood.
Dude, $350 million. The guy, 350. Okay, and he lives like he's on the street, like he's a bum or something, right? But he's so modest, dude. He doesn't need no bodyguards, like 20, 30, 40 bodyguards. Like he goes in by himself to the airport.
He drives a train.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I saw him.
Yeah.
And he gave his seat to an old lady.
I saw that. Yeah.
Japanese value their traditions.
The guy is
That's why I love Keanu, man.
And he's not afraid.
Jesus.
Here's the thing. And he's not afraid. Like, people say, how come he doesn't have security detail? Honestly, he doesn't need it because everybody likes him.
Everyone loves him.
Everybody loves him.
Exactly.
Yeah. No one's gonna really do shit.
You have to be a monster to not like Keanu.
Yeah, but even if somebody was to jump on him, they would regret it because the guy. I mean, he's after all a Baba Yaga. The guy has skills.
He does. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I wouldn't want to mess with the guy. The guy has skills, and you don't want to test him on those skills. Then you'll regret meeting your heroes, right? They're all saying don't meet your heroes. Yeah. But that would have to be something where he would have to self-defend himself, like a self-defense. That'd be like the only way I could see maybe Keanu getting some kind of a fight that was like a self-defense. Like he had no choice, right? It is what it is. And it would probably put the guy to sleep, put him in a chokehold, and put him to sleep, wait for the cops, and that's it, And
I saw a picture of him sleeping on the street.
Oh, yeah.
People were like, "Oh my, is that Keanu?
Yeah.
What is he doing?" With a homeless person, dude. He was sleeping with a homeless person.
Well, you gotta remember, man. He had a rough childhood.
Did he?
All the way till he turned 15. When he turned 15, finally they moved to. He was born in Lebanon, Beirut.
Is he Middle Eastern?
Yeah. Well, no, his father it's Hawaiian, and his mother was British, Patricia, and they married in Lebanon, Beirut, and she gave birth to him in Beirut, Lebanon. So that's why his name is Keanu, because his father is Hawaiian. But here's what happened. His father got in trouble dealing some drugs and all that, and they separated. They had a divorce. So his mom, Patricia, took Keanu and the sisters. They took them to Toronto, Canada, and there she met the producer that works in theater and movies and TV shows. And from there in Toronto, that's where Keanu started trying out commercials for Coca-Cola, Kellogg's, cornflakes, and doing little Broadway, theater, small theater kind of things, and drama schools, and doing small little appearances in a TV shows and things like that. So that's how Keanu got his.
I think we should all strive to be more like Keanu Reeves. Like, everyone in this world should look to Keanu as a role model because he is.
Well, that'd be really.
I see so many Hollywood stars driving Lamborghini, or like going to super expensive restaurants, living the lifestyle. And Keanu's out here just sleeping with homeless people and eating them because he cares about them.
You got to remember, we can't even have our relationships with our spouses and girlfriends and wives and partners. Look at the world and how divided the world is on so many things. That would be nice if everybody was like that, but that kind of like a fantasy mecca will never happen because we just talked about it. Our DNA, our DNA, it has all these traits, of anger, love, jealousy, deceit, power, control. All of these traits are inside our DNA. And Keanu and others who are like him, that's a small exception of minorities that have that, and good for them. But majority out there, man, it's like...
And what boggles my mind even more is even after his rough childhood, even after all of the horrific events he had to go through, still kind and passion and just so full of positivity. Like, whenever I see a video of Keanu, like, he was angry at someone. Like, I saw, like, he was angry, like, stop, like, go away. And you have to go out of your way to make Keanu angry at you, by the way. Because I've never seen that before. Because I think he was, like, in the way of an old woman, and he was pushing her away. And he's like, oh, Keanu, can I get an autograph? He's like, make sure you let the lady move. And even after everything, even after how rude he was, and even after how he was gonna almost, he still signed that paper for him, dude. I saw that video on YouTube.
But that's Keanu for you, man. That's how he operates, But if he sees something wrong, he will let you know. Say, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe you should do this. Let me give you an advice, But he'll still do it for you. But he'll kind of let you know, hey, please try not to do that again, right? But he's modest. He's modest, dude, I never heard, like, anyone tell, like, he yelled at me, he jumped on me for no reason or something, or he lost his cool. He, like I said, he found a way to channel through, like, he figured out something that the rest of us haven't figured that out, I don't know what that is, but he figured the way how to live this life without getting upset, without getting agitated, and also he learned when to open his mouth, when to not open his mouth, and when to give his opinion, when not to give his opinion. And Keanu really doesn't like giving any opinions. If you watch his interviews, he's like, well...
even if you like hurt him, or get in a fight with you, he will still want to help you. Like, I saw him, like, an old woman was crossing the street, and he was helping her. He dropped all his stuff, he helped her, he made sure she got into his car, and he offered her to help drive her to home. Like, you have to be
compassionate,
unbelievable kind.
Well, he's also compassionate. Like, you got to remember, he's also compassionate. He has a compassion for humans in general, for people. He always tries to find a way to resolve the situation without anyone getting hurt or without anyone being mad. So he tries to diffuse the situation the best way that he can. And I think he's pretty good at that, that stuff. And people do take his what he says in consideration, like his advice. Like if there was a fight, right, and Keanu goes in there and there was a fight between you or some other guy, I guarantee if Keanu was there and he broke up the fight and says, "Hey guys, let me talk to you. Let's have a talk." I guarantee you, Keanu, after he talks to you, it tells you what he needs to tell you, both of you. You guys will walk away and maybe shake hands, and that's it. He has the way of doing that. He has, because he knows, kind of like playing a keyboard on the piano. He knows which keys to press and how to press them.
He's like a prophet, dude.
He's like a walking Jesus, man. I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't want to, compare him to Jesus, but he is kind of like, with that long hair and the beard, yeah, kind of like a walking Jesus, man.
I mean, and not only that, but like if someone angered me, I would not be nice to them. And dude, this guy, he could have bodyguards on him. He could like have insane amount of protection from people. But no, dude. Even if you're rude to Keanu, he will be nice to you.
Oh yeah, man. But that's his persona, man. That's something you're born with. It's either you have it or you don't. That's not something you can copy.
No, it's not.
You know what I mean?
It's not something you can like just
imitate. No. That's something you're born with, man. That's why I keep telling people, man. You can't copy that.
So, I feel like no matter how hard I try, I can't achieve that level of modesty, Keanu. Nobody can do.
Well, that's why he is. That's why he's a special breed. I call him. He is a special breed,
Yeah.
And like I always tell people, someone protect that man. Someone protect that man. Someone guard his life with everything.
He's too valuable.
He's too valuable of a human, man. But the good news is everybody loves him. See, that's the good news, man. People love Keanu, man. You're not going to hear anybody say anything bad about him because everybody loves him. From both sexes, women, men, everybody loves him, dude. And he's very likable. He's a likable guy. It's impossible not to like him. It's like, just I can't like see anyone not liking him, because he's so.
That's why
likable.
He's my favorite actor in the world.
Well, besides an acting, to me, he's like my favorite person, honestly, in the world, as a person.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
But he's good as acting, though. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's a good actor, but he's also, hold on. But he's also a great person. That's, to me, it's number one.
Like, if I'm able to meet Keanu in real life, my greatest dream, like my dream is to meet Keanu one day.
Well, you can meet him.
Absolute dream.
You can meet him right now. You want to meet him?
Yeah.
Hold on, here we go. Keanu. He wants to talk to you. Yeah.
It doesn't work.
This is Keanu. How you doing?
Oh my God, Keanu! I look up to you every day. Someone's talking to me.
I really appreciate your kind words. I heard what you said. I just want you to know that you're a very special person. Just remember that.
Oh no, Keanu, you're too kind. You're gonna make me...
I used to do this. I used to go to this place.
Yeah.
I still do sometimes. Well, actually, I do. Almost like every other night I do. I go to this place called Horizon World. And in this place, Horizon World, I go as this character, John Wick Returns, right? As this John Wick Returns character, I do this voice, and I created this character that looks like Keanu. And people just, man, they love him. They love that character. And, I try to do my best to mimic his voice as much as I can. And people just, they go crazy over that character, especially women, man. They go crazy over that character. I'm like, I said, I don't look nothing like a Keanu. I'm an old geezer, but I definitely am good at voices. I know how to like mimic a voice. And I watched Keanu. I've been analyzing him as an actor, as a person. So it's like, yeah, and I just want you to know that I'm working on this movie, and this movie's coming out next year. It's called Ballerina.
I'm looking forward to it, Keanu.
Thank you. And this fine actress, Ana de Armas, beautiful actress, she's in that movie, and I can't wait for you guys to see it and have fun, get some popcorn, and just have a good time. Yes. Now, if you didn't see me, right, you probably think, oh shit, man, it's the Keanu talking. You know, so.
Yeah, I just.
But look, you know, yes, I can mimic his voice, but I can never have his persona and his spirit that he has. You know.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, let's be honest, no one can, right?
Oh hell no.
Like you said,
fuck no.
Keanu's a special breed.
Oh yeah, dude, I would love to meet him, dude. That'd be like my dream. And have sit down, have a talk with him, just like, hey man.
Have a coffee.
Yeah,
oh,
coffee,
man.
and I mean, I would
watch
try.
Him. Oh, dude. Imagine getting to watch Dog Star.
Yeah, but I would ask him. I would ask him, please, can we do a podcast, please, please, please?
Oh my God, I would love to join that podcast. It's 4K. A Keanu Reeves, Mr. 4K, and Overexposure podcast. Oh, that sounds so good.
I think he would do it.
All three of us talking.
I think he would do it.
We just need to get in touch with him.
Here's what I think. He would do it under one condition. And that's because he has an agent, and his agent probably tell him, under one condition, it has to be, cannot be live, has to be pre-recorded. And then stuff that needs to be taken out and video edit. And then only the stuff that Keanu's okay with, we put it.
Think you could actually get in touch with Keanu?
Yeah. But I would be okay with that too. I mean, I totally get it why he wouldn't want to do it live. Because when you're doing it live, you know, some shit might come out of the mouth and he might say something or whatever, you know. And that's the thing about when you're doing stuff live, you know.
You would say Keanu's your favorite person?
Oh, yeah. 100%. Man. There's, oh, yeah.
I feel the same.
I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. I like Arnold. I like, you know, other actors, Kurt Russell and I mean, dude, Jake Gyllenhaal. There's so many out there. There's a bunch of favorites out there. But if I have to pick one of my favorites of all time, Keanu is definitely on that top, that top list. Like he's on the top of that pyramid, you know.
All right.
But don't get me wrong. There's a lot of great talent out there. There's a lot of great, you know, actors and actresses. I don't want you, you know, to get me wrong. But if I have to pick and choose, like, all right, people tell me, okay, you got to pick and choose. Like, that's it. You can't have all of them. You got to pick and choose one. Oh, that's easy.
It would be Keanu.
Keanu, yeah, pick that. That's easy, dude. But he's good inspiration. What I like about him is that look how much he inspires you and inspires other people to do good. And that's great. That's what we need. We need people to inspire for good. We don't need people to inspire for negative. We need people to inspire for good.
What's special about Keanu is he doesn't do it for the fame. He does it out of the goodness out of his own heart. And like, even when he goes and sleeps with the homeless people, he doesn't want... that's why he doesn't have any social media. He doesn't take pictures of him donating.
Let me tell you,
sleeping with homeless people.
Keanu would be happy sleeping in his car, and he still would be a happy guy, same guy. So he doesn't care about that. Yeah. You know, even though he can buy the most beautiful house out there in Malibu or whatever, but he chooses not to. And that's remarkable, man. That is remarkable. And he donates most of his money to charity, to kids with leukemia, and you know. Special. I mean, don't get me wrong. His friend Johnny Depp also does the same thing. He donates and does things. Yeah, Johnny Depp's a cool guy too. You know, there's a lot of good ones out there. You know, but if you really want the top of the top, one of the most modest, Jesus walking types on humans on Earth, that would be Keanu, man, right now. 100%. And again, I don't want to compare him to Jesus, but right now I don't know how else to compare him than to most modest Jesus.
Maybe he is Jesus.
I mean, he looks like. I mean, did you look at his hair, his beard? He does.
Yeah.
He looks like Jesus. I mean, really, think about it.
And like, he managed to blend perfectly. Like,
Yeah.
drives motorcycles. He plays in a band.
Yeah.
He acts in movies. He knows how to fight in jiu-jitsu,
You know
judo,
what?
gun fu.
And I'm not the only one that actually said this. A lot of people actually say this. He's like a Jesus figure. I know people say Jared Leto. Nah, okay, I can see Jared Leto having a Jesus figure, but I don't think I don't know if Jared Leto is as modest as Keanu is. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know Jared Leto that well, so I don't know. I mean, I've seen his movies, but I listened to some of his songs. You know, Jared. I don't know about Jared Leto that much, other than what I know. You know, he's an actor and musician. But does Jared Leto look like a Jesus? I guess you could say Jared Leto does have a little bit of a Jesus look to him. But Keanu is, to me, is like the top Jesus. You know, like that's the real Jesus to me.
Yeah, he's just
The living real Jesus.
he like, and you know what? Keanu.
How about this? How about this? Maybe Jesus is communicating through Keanu.
Oh my God.
Huh?
I haven't thought about that.
Huh? Am I the only one? Oh, let's mark it down. What's today's date? Come on. What's the time? Let's look at today's date. What is it? Yep. Today's date is the 29th. Yeah. Maybe like, you know, because you don't know. Maybe Jesus' Spirit, Lord Spirit, is communicating through him, through movies and entertainment to inspire the masses of people to be good, to look up to him,
He
to be good.
inspires me so much. Like every day I wake up, I'm like,
Right?
okay, how can I be like Keanu? I
There-
want to act like Keanu. I
There you
wanna
go,
be like
man.
Keanu.
There you go. You see?
I wanna embody him, and I'm trying not to cry because. Oh, I also saw this kid with a cancer, and Keanu, you know, the kid was talking to him, and he was in tears. I was like, thank you so much, and he gave him all these presents, and you know, like gave him all his rewards, and seeing that kid happy made Keanu happy.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Jesus is
Listen. Keanu's happiness comes from other people's happiness, not himself.
So I'm telling you, Jesus is communicating through Keanu's spirit. I'm telling you. That's what I believe, man. Dude, I don't know how else to say it. It has to be. I mean, really, when you look at his life and his career and where he's at, I'm like, how is this possible? Like, you know, usually people break down, they lose their cool, they say some stupid shit, right? This guy never does that, never uses the foul language, never gets angry, chooses his words carefully, very modestly, doesn't speak loudly or arrogantly. This has to be like Jesus communicating through him to spread the message of love, positivity.
I'm telling you, dude. There's no other way.
Dude, I'm starting to believe. I mean, I know it's a belief. It's a belief, but it's a very plausible belief, honestly.
It's just, it's kind of hard to fathom.
Yeah.
Just how
And how much? Look, he's being loved by a lot of people, dude. You know how difficult it is to be loved by so many, dude.
Help me save my brother.
I mean, even like Robert Downey Jr. Not everyone loves him because he was rude to his other actors sometimes.
Because he loses his cool, and his ego gets away in front of him. You know, especially when he was doing Iron Man, a lot of that ego came out, and you know, I get it, I understand. But see, Keanu doesn't have that. He doesn't brag about, hey, I'm in John Wick. Look at me, I'm John Wick, or I'm in Matrix, or I'm in Speed, or I'm in this other movie. Like, he just so modest. Even though he's aware how successful his movies are, but he just doesn't walk around, you know, hey, look at me, you know.
He doesn't have any social media.
No, he doesn't need to. He does, because he wants to talk to people through his art. Like my art is going to be communicating through you guys. Even though the art might be a little bit violent, like John Wick is very violent, but
pretty cool, right?
But he's still a nice. Even in the John Wick, he's still a nice guy, dude. Yeah, it's like it's an honor to be stabbed with John Wick by a pencil. Like if I get killed by John Wick, like I'll die happy, dude. It's like, hey,
if Keanu kills me,
I'll be happy. Dude.
That's it.
Oh, it's a good death.
I will have
It's a good death. It's a good way to go, man. Getting killed by Keanu
kisses me on the forehead. Oh, I die. That's it. That's it. My life is it's just, I don't know if they'll...
Let me tell you, I didn't realize, I realized just how much people love Keanu and this character he created. Like I told you, I went to Horizon World and I'm doing this character, right? John Wick Returns, right? Dude, and I'm blown away like how much people love that character, dude. It's like, I go in there with a really good voice, try to fit in and all that. But man, I'm surprised, like, just how many people just go crazy about it. Like, whoa, really, John Wick? And I'm trying to kind of butter it in, like, yeah, it's me. People been asking me if I'm back. Well, I'm back. I've been back, and now I'm back, bigger and better.
Right. Let me know how my Keanu impressions are. Right?
I want to hear it. Come on. Let's go.
Well, people tell me that Keanu Reeves is the best person in the world. But guess what? It's John Wick. So get out your guns, start flipping them around, and let's see who wins. This gunfighting jiu-jitsu judo contest. Okay? So you let Keanu know. Back. Okay. Now talk to me. Listen to me. I want you to let go of who you are. Become you inside your soul. That is how you achieve Keanu. His persona that is so immaculate, lovely, like no other person in the world. You see, it is impossible to achieve this level of kindness and empathy. So it is impossible. You cannot be like so now able to inspire others. I have to thank Mr. Fork for helping spread the word to other people. So Mr. Fork, I have to thank you, person, for helping other people, inspire to be more like Keanu. So thank you. And on that, going and hit them.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
It's not bad, but it sounds more like a crossover between Austin Butler and Christopher Walken. But it's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's good.
Right, well,
it's good.
I'll keep working.
Keep working on it.
Sure.
Remember, it has to come from the soul and your heart. And you gotta really mean it. You gotta take your time. See, when I talk, I like to use my bass guitar and pull those strings so every word sounds like this. Yeah. Yeah. Keep working on yeah. Then, sure, whatever you say. You kind of have to not rush it, but stroke it a little bit longer. And just say, yeah, we'll get there. Sure, whatever you say. Be seeing you. Yeah. So you kind of have to, like, believe me, it took me a while. Took me a while too, because he likes to stretch things out a little bit. Like even with his hands, it's like his hair and yeah, and this and that and this and yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna get a poster of Keanu Reeves and hang it on my wall.
No, you gotta study him. Listen, here's what I recommend: to be a good method actor, to soak it all in. You got to analyze him. Watch his movies, analyze him, watch his interviews.
Oh, I've watched a lot of his movies.
And
Matrix,
try to embody that, you know. It's a pitch. It's like you know what it is? A voiceover. It's trying to find that frequency. Like I can find a frequency for Conor McGregor. What you talking about, that boy? That boy. So, it's like a frequency you have to change. Or like Christopher Walken. I told you, I'm done killing. So it has to be like a frequency. You have to find a frequency, right? Or whether you're doing Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? The most important thing is the clear vision. So you have to find that. It's like a frequency. Like when you are like a radio station, FM, AM, right? And you're scrolling on that band, that radio band knob, right? And you're kind of scrolling through it, and you're trying to find that frequency, 97.8 FM, and it's not quite there, 97.9. Oh, there it is. So you find that tone frequency. You have to search for it. So like try practicing this, like, yeah. Like, but no, not like like try like go like this, like like yeah, like yeah, like a little bit deeper, yeah. You'll get it. Look, you'll get it. It's it took me a while.
Dude, I'm serious. I'm gonna hang like 10 posters of Keanu Reeves.
Listen, you gotta remember, I was in the Horizon world for 3 months playing this character of John Wick, man. And it was not easy. Took a lot of energy. 3 months in the Horizon world, MetaQuest, yeah. So, it took a while, but you gotta practice. It's kind of like through your diaphragm, like your oxygen. You gotta pull that oxygen out like, yeah, they've been asking me, am I back? And I think it's time I have an answer to that question. So yeah, I like to think I'm back. It's like,
right.
Yeah, you have to get into it. It's been a minute, Winston. Are you the manager? Fine. So when do we do this? Right? It's like,
Well, let me tell you, Keanu's an angel in disguise, man.
He is. Thank you. Rocky says, that's spot on. Laughing my ass off. Yeah, that's what I heard. After I stabbed him with the pencils, then he gave me his information. Sad truth is, he could have given me that information without me stabbing him with a pencil. But that's fine. At least my pencils didn't go to waste. But look, here's the thing.
How awesome would this be? Okay.
People got to remember.
I try, how awesome would it be?
But I know, but but I got to be honest too. Here's the thing. As a Keanu has a little bit of a different voice when he's not in John Wick character.
Yeah, true.
You see, I do John Wick character because that's what he plays. He plays a John Wick character, right? And he talks a certain way.
I also saw he got a haircut.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, sure.
For this comedy that he's doing, the new movie. Yeah, I didn't like the fact that I had to get a haircut. But my girlfriend, she told me I had to do it and make some comedies. She's tired of watching me stab people with pencils and kill people with books and toilet seats and riding a horse in the middle of Brooklyn. She says it's not realistic. And she hates to see me fall down the steps. Many steps. So she said, you need to do a comedy, a romance comedy. Do it for me. And I said, fine, honey. If that's what you wish, if that's what you want, I'll do it. So that's why he's doing a comedy. But see how he talks? There's always like a stretching. He's stretching his words.
Slow.
Yeah, it's like this. It goes like, yeah. Like when somebody tells him, Baba Yaga. Like, even when he talks in Russian, right? When he tells the other guy, like, you got my car, he says, when he calls that Russian guy and he tells him, and he picks up the phone and he says, in Russian, he tells him, Uvashi menya machina. Oh no, he says, У тебя ваши machine.
I'm gonna watch some Keanu Reeves. Because, like, I feel like just again, just like
no, he said no. I'm sorry. To all the people who are Russian, I got it wrong. No, he said, "У вас меня." No, "У вас мощь." I said, "У вас мощь машина." No, he says, "У тебя мои машина." Baba Yaga. And he hangs up the phone.
Baba Yaga means boogeyman.
No, it's a witch actually. It's a folklore Slavic witch from Russia. Apparently, this witch is like a curse, and she haunted all the people who did her wrong. Yeah, it's Baba Yaga, pretty much. It's a witch, you know.
Well, Keanu's the opposite.
Yeah, I know he's the opposite. But the reason they gave him a nickname Baba Yaga, because that's what he does. He haunts everybody who did him wrong, right? They did her wrong, so she turns into a witch, and now she came back to life as a witch, and she, you know, went after everybody who did her wrong.
If you try to fight Keanu, you won't get your ass.
Oh, I'll lose, dude. I wouldn't even fight him. I says, Keanu, just. I said, if you want to punch me, punch me. No, I'm not going to resist. I'll tell him. If you want to punch me, punch me. I'm not resisting.
Oh my God, I got punched by Keanu. One
yeah,
of my greatest achievements in that.
Dude, but I wanted the whole thing to be filmed. Like I want proof, you know, so people can see that I got punched by Keanu.
How cool is that?
Oh,
get punched by Keanu.
Oh, pretty cool, man. Dude, anything by Keanu, I'm fine, dude. He wants to
steal my piss on my face. Yeah.
I could care less. Do anything. Steal my car, whatever. Burn my house, whatever. I don't care. Keanu's all good, bro. Don't worry about it. It's so funny.
Yeah. Sacrifice me. You
That's fine.
Sacrifice me, Keanu.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's all good, bro. Don't worry. I'm gonna go happy, bro. With a smile on my face, man. Don't worry. I'm gonna go very happy, bro. I mean, he's got that energy, bro. He's got that persona where it's like people are like, hey, I don't mind. Like, I guarantee you, if I'm 100%, but I know this would never happen. If, like, one of his best friends' wife was sleeping with Keanu, the guy would be like, oh, don't worry, Keanu, it's fine, man. You can sleep with my wife. No biggie, man. I'm kind of glad you did. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm going to prepare some food for you guys when you're finished. I guarantee you that's how it would be. Like, the guy... like,
I would be Keanu's slave. I want to be. Oh my God! If I could just be Keanu's slave, if I could kiss his feet, if I could massage him, That'll be the greatest thing in the world, the greatest achievement.
Hey, listen, this live stream will go down in history as the most drooling Keanu live stream ever. Oh man, Rocky agrees, man. Oh man, and look
He's
at him.
got that energy to him.
He does, man. Yeah, I know I do. Oh look, it's my dog, Pharaoh. Come here, Pharaoh. Long time no see, buddy. How you doing? Would you like some cornflakes with milk? Yeah. Oh man.
Just a fucking absolute legend, dude. No, not even a legend, dude. I can't even find the right word. He's
a living. I'm gonna say it publicly. He's a living, walking Jesus, man.
I can't disagree with that.
Oh, thank you, Rocky, man. Thank you.
Dude, if I could get Keanu to shoot you.
Hold on, I gotta say thank you to Rocky. Thank you so much, Rocky, for finding out about this channel. I really appreciate that. And my friend, Exposure, also very much appreciates that.
I do.
It's always good to like a John Wick's channel. Thank you.
Yeah. Back to my Keanu's ruin.
Yeah. No, you just gotta go. You gotta, like, it's kind of, I mean, I hate to use the word stroke it, but it's kind of like everything he does, kind of like stroking it, like, yeah, I remember me and Chad, we were at the rehearsal, and he says, hey, Keanu, why don't you walk up the steps and follow these lines? I said, Chad, we just did that. I said, go ahead, do it again, Keanu. So I went up the steps, and I said, now what do you want me to do? He says, I want you to fall down.
His wife, Alexandra.
She's hot. She's hot.
Very lucky.
I find her attractive. I find her attractive. I do. I like the whole gray hair, man. I don't know what it is, man. I mean, look, I have a different from everybody else. I tried, explain this to everybody, like, So, I mean, I find her attractive. I really do. And she's very nice. She's very nice. Yeah, from what I heard, she's like super nice, man. Like super nice.
Hey, Keanu, you want to step on my face?
Yeah. I don't know how he would feel about me telling him that I find your wife attractive. I said, I'm sorry, Keanu. If you want to punch me now, I totally understand. I will not resist.
But really, man.
I think he'll probably let his wife, his girlfriend Alexandra, smack me. How dare you say you like me? Dude, that would be also a blessing. Not only did I get smacked by Keanu, but I also got smacked by his girlfriend, Alexandria. Dude, that's double points. Double points. Like, holy shit, man. Double points, man.
How awesome would it be if we got a podcast going with Keanu?
Oh, dude, down 1 million views, easily, bro. Review Tech USA would be talking about it. Angry Joe talking about it. Dr. Disrespect would be talking about it. Dude, everybody would be talking about it. Shit, it would be everywhere, man. They should go viral, man.
If I could actually talk to him, I would. Dude, I would be a waterfall. Like, I wouldn't know how. I wouldn't know how to talk because I would just be crying in tears. I wouldn't be able to get the word out of my mouth.
You know what he would do?
Just his presence.
I would give you a hug. I would give you a really nice hug. And I know you would cry, but that's okay. It's okay to let it out. It's okay to cry. I cry too inside. I understand. You'll be fine. Just give me a hug. Hold on tight to me. You'll be fine. All you need is my energy, my love and compassion. and my approval.
But no, like, I'm being serious. I'm gonna try and get in touch, find ways.
I think it's you need to get in touch with his agent. It's the best way to do it. Like get in touch with his. I mean, good luck with that, right? But get in touch with his agent.
It's possible, right? Yeah.
You never know.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a podcast with you.
The best way to do it would be like to write a letter. Write a letter to his agent, and just tell him like your life, your situation, and maybe one day agent will read it, and maybe one day agent will have a dinner with him, say, hey, there's this guy, he wrote me this letter about you, and he said would like to meet with you, and then if Keanu agrees, maybe they can set it up. But that's the best way to